you hit stream?
Yeah.
There we go. Did you hit record?
I will.
Hey, look, there we are with our crew hanging off the camera as far as they can.
Yeah. Can you hear the
What up?
They can hear us. Stop.
You know what we listen to all morning?
That.
Disney. All morning.
You missed it.
All morning.
I'm okay with it.
What do you got? You got shots? Whoa! What the fuck?
Morris!
What is for?
lady just came and gave
What are they?
A Nico pin. Who do you want?
Nico.
What do you
I
want?
don't know.
You want Nico? You want
Yes.
Morty?
I don't care.
Morty?
I said
What's
Morty.
Morty?
Hi, hold on. We'll be right back.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
What up, y'all?
Wait, hey, Booze.
195 and a half.
Hey, how are you? Hey.
Sorry, am I late?
No, you're
No,
not.
you're not.
So we just got it set up. So you're perfect timing.
You want to say hi to my vlog that I may or may
I
not
absolutely.
No question.
Hi.
Wait, tell me who you guys are though.
So we are SonarFeed.
SonarFeed.
What is that?
We are a podcast, a fan podcast from Seattle. We do the
No
Sounders.
question.
195 episodes.
How did you wind up at the Loose Moose?
I find friends at ECS. This is the co-president over here.
Howdy.
They
It's the
found
place to
this
be.
and they are ridiculously awesome here.
Okay. All right, cool.
We need Ugo to shuffle in.
Yeah, you need to move in a little
Hey,
bit.
sorry, Ariel. Hey, nice to meet you. Hey, Ariel.
Pleasure to meet you. Hugo.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
Hi.
Tom.
Ariel, nice to
meet
meet
you.
you. Hey, Ariel.
Sonar right there, yeah.
Yeah, Ariel. Okay, cool.
Cool. Yep.
Got it.
Do you want to join us now? Are you ready?
Yeah, whenever you want. All
Okay.
right, just hang out.
We're just gonna talk and do stuff.
Yeah. All good.
We're up. Yeah. Do you need a beverage or can you not beverage?
I can beverage.
We are live.
Noise.
So is that going to cause you a problem? Any beverages, like adult beverages or just regular beverage?
I can take
Whatever. She just wants a beverage.
As long as we don't talk about beer brands that aren't Heineken.
She just wants a beverage.
Yeah, right?
Someone.
Not the mics aren't yet.
Oh, okay.
What do you want?
What are you drinking?
I'm going to drink vodka out of the rocks. But
A vodka soda would be cool.
okay. Can you get me one more? Do you need another one?
I'm gonna get you one.
I want a Grey Goose on the rocks and then Grey
Grey
Goose and soda.
2 Grey Goose on the rocks.
2.
Yep.
Tom, you good?
I'm good.
Okay.
Did
Hello, boys and
Corey
girls.
Archie make it out here for this game?
Do not know. There's so many people though.
Yeah.
So we need to figure that camera out.
Yeah.
Was someone on the red eye overnight?
A bunch of
He
people.
just did. Mark.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Let's
so we need to get you guys to scoot in a little bit.
Do it.
Or no?
No, we don't. Because we're in here, so it should be okay, hopefully.
I
go
don't
now,
care.
go.
I'm just asking.
Woo!
What's
What up? It's on. Log on now.
Did you guys get swag yet?
What's that?
Thank you.
Oh, I'll take some swag.
Is this a
Oh
neck?
yeah. Let's go.
Thank you.
Oh, no way.
Noise.
Yes.
Noise.
Neck warmer. I wore it as a.
Thank you.
Oh,
Noise.
People in the dungeon. Oh, are you doing a podcast?
Swag just rolled up.
Yes. Honey Garlic Bites for your podcast.
Probably, is it from you guys or is it for someone specific?
Sent to this table.
That table
Oh.
right there.
Yeah, well-
That table right there, but
Man, look at all the love we're getting. It's awesome.
maybe.
Love
All
it.
right. Let's see if we can get everybody actually on camera.
Woo!
Swag. What do I do with my
You get
pin?
more swag?
Yeah. Did you guys get pins too?
I lost my pin.
Yeah, not me.
Can I get
I
a-
got it right
Do you have a
here.
Nico?
Right here.
Trophy.
I don't have the trophy.
Are
with
those
me.
the
Or shorty. Yeah.
These are the
Oh,
sound
good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
What do you got
I'll
there?
look up the face pins.
Cool.
Woo woo, swag.
What do you got?
Okay.
Actually,
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay, we're good here.
I lost mine. Yeah.
Yes, please.
All
Me
right.
too, me too, me too.
Ugo, when you're sitting all the way back, you're
No,
on
I
camera.
didn't.
That
I
you're
don't
great
even know.
there.
Come on,
Boom.
wear 'em proudly.
Okay, we're almost ready, guys. We're almost ready.
Yeah.
Huh?
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
I got a J-Mo.
She's got one.
Oh, wait, did I get a JMO? Yeah, I did.
Perfect.
Awesome.
Thank you.
There you go.
Yo, swag is here.
Swag in the
Hey, we got the
house.
Sparkle Donkey here. All right. Hey, boys and girls, we're almost ready.
Yes, we
Yeah,
know
nice
that the
back.
cameras and Twitter tags are backwards.
Yes, we can't help that, unfortunately, right now.
I'm not a good person.
No,
Yeah.
it's fine. All right.
right,
So as soon as
let's-
we're done with this, then we're going to get going, and we're going to get you two set up.
Yeah.
I don't know if we can
Yeah,
go any further.
Sparkle Donkey in the house.
We may or may not have already had a couple of Sparkle Donkeys today.
Yes.
You've never had Sparkle Donkey?
No? Oh.
Oh, it's tequila, but it is like real tequila.
And it's good.
Okay.
Yes.
It's real tequila from Seattle.
Yes.
Well, no, it's from Mexico,
Mexico,
but distributed out of Seattle.
Why,
Yes.
Why do you call it Sparkle Lucky?
That's this guy, creator, founder, here with us.
Oh, okay, cool.
This is like the best ever.
This
We're
is
going to be like
best and worst
best and
opening
worst
ever.
Yeah.
Right, guys?
We're just pre-showing. We're
So-
almost ready. We're
We
almost
love
ready.
it. We love it.
Let's get Ariel on camera,
Yeah.
Okay.
and
Oh my God.
we'll go from there.
Yeah.
I don't think
El
that's
burro espárcalo.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, are you ready
Are you
then?
here for until the game?
Here, no, because I'm gonna have to take an intermission and start working. But
Oh, yeah.
I will. Is this your bar before the game? What time do you guys headed over to like?
That's a great question.
Yeah, that's a great question.
Our official.
We're gonna start heading out around 5.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
We're gonna be at the gate around
You're just
6.
gonna keep it going, drinking until then.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Love it.
Yep.
yes.
Okay. So let's do this. We're gonna do a quick intro.
Here it is.
But if you
Really live?
we're
yeah,
live-ish,
Yes.
but we're gonna be live in a minute.
I mean, we're kind of live.
live-ish.
So we're on. We're
live-ish.
good,
We have like 15 people watching right this second.
and we haven't told anybody yet.
Show
No.
the tweets.
Yeah, I want to put up my photos all hooked up. Alright, ready?
Let's go backwards and be like, what are reasons why not to go? Like,
When you guys are like that,
You're perfect.
Got it.
Oh, there's video.
So
Okay,
it's
cool.
it's snuggle time on SonarFeed.
Okay.
Tom's in my room. Oh yeah.
What's up? How are you?
Doing well, great.
Good to see
okay.
you.
All right, so we're gonna do a quick intro. We'll be right back, and we'll do the show.
That wasn't the intro?
Well, you know what I mean.
Ship it.
Welcome to SonarFeed! Episode 195.5, the MLS edition. We are not finished yet.
Wow.
Oh, yeah!
Let's go.
Did you guys rehearse that?
No, we did not.
It just happened. Let's go.
Oh my God. So there
Yes.
I was worried you were gonna burst this blood vessel right here. Like, it
It's
was
fun to
really
watch it.
throbbing,
It's,
and I
Yeah.
got
It is. It is.
Yeah.
It's serious business.
So we are here in the Loose Moose in Toronto,
Yes.
and I gotta
Inside
tell
the
ya,
vault.
Couldn't come up with a better name.
The
for
best,
Canada
right?
Bar,
the
Loose
best name ever.
And downstairs is the Antler
the
Room.
Antler
nice.
Room, yes,
That's
which
where
will,
the magic happens.
will be down the Antler Room later.
We'll give Toronto props for
Did we
all
post
the
that the
best
show's
names
on?
of bars
We
and
should.
pubs.
We should maybe do that.
Yes, we should post. Can you post
Yes,
down real
I'll
quick
post
while we
it.
do this? So
Yeah.
what we're doing here today is we're special edition. This is our first international Sonar Feed.
Woo!
Episode 195.5. We're doing a little bit of a we're not finished yet.
Okay.
So 4 years ago we started the show. We've done most of them at the Berliner Pub in Renton, which is where we're from. But here we are at the Loose Moose. They are awesome. They've taken care of us. They have rocked it out. They've been good for ECS. They've been good for all of the Sounders supporters. And they have been great for us today. They took care of us. We're in this little like dungeony room.
It's
The
so
vault.
good.
Oh, that was
so
called the
good.
vault?
It's pretty warm in here.
Yes.
It's a little
Among
warm,
the
sorry, yes.
5 or 6 of us.
Yes,
Good.
but it's wonderful. It's a good
Yeah.
little place. So anyway, so I am Aaron Riley, aka Sonar Riley. Across from me,
Hugo Garcia, a.k.a. Mi Vida Seattle.
to my right, your left, or my left, your right.
Oh, okay.
I have man.
Tom Biro, a.k.a. Bushi Huli.
And our special guest from MLS,
Hello. Ariel Castillo, senior editor, MLS Digital, MLSsoccer.com.
which thank you for joining us today. This
I'm
is awesome.
so excited to
Yes.
be here. Yes.
We found out about you obviously a while ago, but then you did an awesome thing this year where you did every MLS podcast.
It's not every, because
Okay.
once we start saying every, then it gets a little bit like, I don't want to leave anyone out. But yes, we tried to put together a guide to MLS podcasts, and it is a work in progress. And if anyone wants to be included, you can email podcasts@mlssoccer.com. So, wanted to get that disclaimer out there. That
Yes.
no one is being excluded on purpose.
It was a very comprehensive list of podcasts.
my
Across
my
the
colleague Phil West, who contributes.
Shout out to Phil.
Yeah, Phil's great. He helped with that a lot.
Awesome.
Yeah.
But that was
Also,
great.
Phil, I'm sorry I didn't respond to your email the other day. I was busy.
So thank you for that. That was cool. That was a neat thing to do because we do the show and we're not getting in 10,000 people watching us a week. I know, surprisingly enough, but we're doing it for the fans.
Yes.
We're fans coming out with a fan perspective. We've been fortunate enough to have Hercules Gomez on the show. Eddie Johnson came on the show. Steve Zakawani.
Shout out to Eddie Johnson.
Local media and local Christian Roldan the week after he got drafted. Was on
Yeah.
the show.
Nice.
So we've had
Good luck tonight.
great youth all the way up to players and coaches, former and present. And it's been a lot of fun.
And fans and
And
fellow
friends, yes.
supporters.
Yeah, and so we're just a fan. Obviously, we like to indulge in maybe an alcoholic beverage or 3, or 17.
Or
It might be
4 or
3. I
6.
don't know. It's what? It's 1 p.m. local, so
10 a.m.
10 a.m. your time.
That's
so.
prime time.
That's easy. Yeah,
Prime
no problem.
time match day.
We have been at the airport drinking at 6 a.m. before.
Excellent.
Now-
You guys
Before,
are
that was
pros.
yesterday.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
So anyway,
No question.
So real quick, we always like to do this when we have a guest.
Sure.
Tell
Yes.
us about about you. So who are you? Where'd you come from? We had one guest who went all the way back to birth. You don't have to go that far if you don't want to. But tell us as much about you so that we should know, so the people know who you are.
Okay, cool. So, Ariel Castillo, my technical title is Senior Editor for MLSsoccer.com. So, I work with the digital arm of the league.
Nice.
And I do video, edit stories, write, do social media, all that kind of stuff. And I've been with MLS since June of 2015. So, this will be my second MLS Cup as a professional.
Awesome.
Yeah, and before that, I was working at Fusion, which at that point was a cable network that was co-owned by ABC, Disney, and Univision. And they had a soccer show weekly called Soccer Gods. So I was on that. And
I
then
gotta find that. We gotta find that, guys.
Yeah, it's not on the air anymore.
No,
it was
no, we'll
canceled,
find it,
and
though.
it's not my fault that it
Oh,
was
word.
canceled. Yeah, and then in a past life, I was actually a music journalist. So that's actually sort of how I came into soccer and stuff. And originally from Miami, my family's Cuban American, but since we grew
awesome.
up, yes,
Yeah, we
yeah,
definitely
it
want
is.
to talk about your trip early because we know you went on an awesome
Oh yeah,
trip.
yeah. So yes, it is awesome to be Cuban American, and anyway, so that's part of how I got into the sport too. Is like growing up in a
Right,
really
right.
heavily Latino city, more South American
course.
there, and through music culture too. So that's the nutshell.
Love it.
I don't know. I don't remember my birth, but we can ask my mom.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I love it. That's great. Okay, good. So Fusion, you did that for a while.
Yeah.
And then now MLS for a year and a half.
Yes.
So
This is my second season. Yeah.
why is SonarFeed the best video podcast in the world?
I
Hot
mean, obviously,
seat, hot
because you
seat.
guys invited me on it, and this is the first Seattle one I've done. So yay!
Nice. Have you
Yay.
done a lot of podcasts though? Have you done?
So I'm a fan of fans. I think MLS fan culture is just like the best. So
No question.
Basically, almost anyone who asks me politely, I'll be on their podcast.
Love it.
So
We were the
yeah.
first.
Yeah, I'm a fan of fans. I like to hang out and be among the people and
Good.
stuff. Yeah.
Even in a hot room like this. which-
That's totally fine. Actually, I mean, compared to how it's going to be later, I'm really happy
Yeah.
to be
Exactly,
sweating.
yeah.
Okay, good. So let's see. Let's talk about MLS a
Okay.
little bit. Let's talk about the MLS
We
Cup.
can do that.
And then
Yes.
we're gonna go in a few minutes. We're gonna do.
How close does this have to?
You're good.
You're
Yeah,
good. Yeah.
okay, cool.
Yeah.
Then we're going to talk to you about. We have some questions we ask every guest.
Sure.
And
It's
so
hot-
it's a hot seat
Very
question.
hot
Ready.
seat questions. But first,
They're
go-
super, super challenging.
Yeah.
let's
Okay.
talk
Yeah,
about
yeah.
the moment at hand.
serious.
So we were a team in July. I had no facial hair in July. Basically,
Oh.
I had a goatee, but that's it.
So is this your MLS Cup beard?
Unintentionally, it really
became
is.
so.
Isn't there someone who's getting a Brian Schmetzer tattoo? Are we going to talk
I
about
think
that?
there's a lot of people who will do that.
It's not a Schmetzer tattoo.
There are a
Oh.
number of player tattoos.
Yes.
Oak, yeah, Oak, one of our
Oh,
good friends, Matt
that's-
Oak. He's going to get a.
Shout out to Oak.
It was him.
Yeah, Celine
No,
Dion.
I thought it was Brian Schmetzer's face or something like that.
Well, I think he's getting a
Love this, dude.
Celine Dion tattoo on his butt cheek.
Oh my God.
I believe.
All right, I'm
But-
sorry to
but-
take us on a tangent.
No,
Keep
it's
going.
okay. We do it all the time. The
Okay.
show is very tense.
That is
We
the
go all
essence of
the
our
way.
show.
But no, I think there's going to be a lot of people that, depending on the result today, would be going to
Definitely.
the tattoo shop.
So what is it like? Herc.
So what
Herc
tattoo shop do
Goal
you guys recommend?
gets Jerry a tramp stamp,
Yeah,
right?
Yes. Yeah. Her goal gets Jerry a tramp stamp.
And Herc,
For
it's
real.
Herc's signature
No, what,
tramp
really?
stamp.
For real.
Yeah, and Herc actually called tramp
Herc is
stamp.
gonna get.
No.
No.
Herc's fate. It'll be Herc.
Oh, okay.
His signature
like
on.
happy Herc or like mad or thoughtful. What?
That's a
Herc?
great
That's a
question.
Herc is a
question.
man of like many emotions.
I'm gonna go with like
Deep
serious
and-
Herc with glasses.
Yeah.
I like that.
I like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So more like
Business.
like
Like a
commentator
Rodan thinker Herc.
Yeah.
Herc.
Ooh.
I like it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. So who is
So anyway,
Herc?
this guy
Jerry.
Jerry.
Who
Jerry
is-
O'Neill.
who has
Okay.
been who was fan of the year last
Oh,
season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out. Yeah, I know
You've
who that is.
yeah.
Okay.
you've seen Jerry.
Yeah.
You
yeah,
have,
Jerry.
you
yeah,
have.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whatever, Jerry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
Jerry.
Matt Oak is going to get that Celine Dion tattoo, supposedly.
Dion.
Okay.
Dion, whatever, who cares?
Dion.
I think we should
I
make.
can't pronounce
I
names.
think we should make Mike Reed still get the Chad Barrett tattoo
Yes!
from last season.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, we should.
Yes.
We should.
So there will be tattoos.
Great.
So in July, though, we didn't we were all we were having a year, right? It was a year.
Yeah,
it was a rough time.
rough.
We've talked about it on the show like every week.
Couple
since then.
times.
And it was hard. It was hard, guys.
it
You
was
guys
hard.
remember.
It
It
was
was hard
hard.
to talk about that.
And then you look at the changes with Schmetzer to Nico to Roman coming back
Yeah.
to
Shout out, Coach.
Flacco coming back. I mean, we had it's been just some tremendous run, right? Schmetzer has been known to watch the show. Right now, I'm guessing he's probably not watching.
He might be busy.
Yeah.
He might
He'll
be
watch
busy.
it afterwards.
He
Though,
will.
right?
He does.
I feel like he would.
He texts us or tweets us like when we're on road trips, and like, did you guys really eat that stuff at the gas station
Yeah.
you posted?
Oh, he's so
Yeah.
So
cute.
Yeah.
It's
and
amazing.
I love him.
No, seriously.
we love him. Like he called himself our steward, right? And that like resonated with me beyond
With
belief.
all of us.
just
Like,
Yeah.
no joke.
because he is something special by him. So it's been fun to watch this, and now here we are. We,
Oh my God, dude.
the three
It still
of
almost
us,
doesn't feel real. Like,
he
I'm
flew
still-
to Denver to Detroit and then drove up to Detroit with
4
us.
hours.
I
4
flew
hours.
from Seattle to Detroit and drove up.
Yeah.
You ended up doing like 17
No.
different,
I changed my travel
Yeah.
2 days ago and did Dallas to Detroit and then drove up with you guys.
Yeah.
Were you in Dallas already?
No.
No.
Flew to
Seattle,
Dallas.
from Seattle.
Flew to
Dallas.
Detroit.
That's what happens when you have 10
Here's
days.
We
the
all
thing,
got in a
I know
car.
When I hear European fans complain about travel, like there was this viral.
I don't want to hear about
There was
it.
a viral video of some Swedish club team clapping for the one fan who made it to this game.
That's
And
actually
I-
really funny.
It was 300 miles.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know how long 300 miles is? It's like not
No.
even.
We
from-
drove 225 miles yesterday
Yeah, exactly.
after flying.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So props to you all.
Yeah. And it's fun because there's people
Like
coming.
this involves a passport and like multiple
Yes.
flights.
Very
Yeah.
much so.
And driving and this and that. It's been fun. I mean, it's
No,
cool.
it has been.
We have what 1,500 tickets ish from the Sounders
Ish.
group. I guess is a number we heard.
Yeah. Is this the longest away trip you guys have ever done?
No.
Mexico City.
No.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Mexico CCL. Okay.
Yeah,
And
Mexico
it's
City
not even
was for us, for me at least, earlier than March for
Mexico
CCL.
City's pretty far.
Yeah, how many miles? That's a good question though.
Well,
there are
someone
a
in the
lot-
chat room
this
let us
group-
It's
No.
further than Orlando.
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
pretty sure.
Yeah.
So
30,
Yeah.
okay.
And that's where we started this season, man.
Some of the fans have gone to like Honduras or
right.
the CCL matches, but not this group has not
Okay.
yet.
Yes.
But as far as we've gone, this is as far. I've been to New York for games.
I think that's about even.
But
Yeah.
close, so about
Yeah.
about the same, close to
Okay.
that, yeah.
What about
But yeah.
you? What's the farthest?
Cuba.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was long.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, actually, yeah. I guess I don't know. I'd have to do the math on that because I went to Miami first. But yeah,
Okay, makes sense.
that definitely like furthest psychologically.
Right, of
yeah.
course.
Yeah. Okay. All
And I've
right.
done Seattle, so that was pretty fun.
Yeah.
You were living in Seattle then?
No, she went to a match
for
in
work.
Seattle.
Oh,
yeah,
for match.
travel, Yeah,
Yes,
I
for
was
match.
at your season.
You're in New York City though.
Yeah.
okay,
So I was
yeah.
at your season opener against Sporting. But
Okay.
we don't have to revisit that. It's fine.
Hey, we can.
No, we
hey,
do.
we can
We
revisit
do.
that because
Yeah.
you know
Yeah.
we beat them at
of
the
of
playoffs,
this
so-
season,
Yes, we did.
Mexico, I would say.
Okay.
We've had some others because there's like CONCACAF
Yeah.
stuff
Oh, yeah.
that's
Yeah.
been
Yeah.
pretty far.
Yeah, but not this year.
Not this year.
Yeah.
But part of the thing we've been talking about for a few days is started the season in Mexico City or Puerto Vallarta or
Yeah,
other places
Puerto Vallarta was
and
hard.
are ending it here. And that's kind of crazy because in June we end of July.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
literally have never thought that we'd be here.
Impossible.
Except like all of us got relocated to
Impossible.
Toronto for jobs or something.
Right.
Like,
that was more likely at that
Right?
point.
Routine
Like-
tasters.
Yeah. So here we are in December.
Wow.
10 of the 12 months this year, the Sounders have been playing competitive ball.
it's crazy.
It's insane.
That is
Yeah.
insane.
It's
That is
crazy.
a long season.
Yeah.
It's a very, very long
December?
season. And then the best part
Yeah,
is
you're like, yeah.
we end today, and then we have what? 4 weeks until training camp?
Preseason.
6
Well,
weeks?
yeah,
Yeah.
and then there's silly season and the expansion
Yes.
draft. It's
But that's not until
super
January
different.
this year?
Rumor season.
Right?
Well, there's just everything
Yeah.
happens so much.
We bumped into a couple of the front office folks this morning, and we were like, "Oh, hey, what are you guys up to rest of the day? Before you head over to the stadium and like tomorrow." And they're like, "Oh, well, we're gonna do all these things with the players, all these things with the season staff, and so on." Like it literally just doesn't stop.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
It is crazy.
Yeah.
I love it.
Love it.
I love it.
Are you
Seriously.
guys taking live tweets?
Not
We
yet.
are.
Oh,
We
okay.
do. Not yet. We will. We will,
Yeah.
though.
Oh,
We
cool.
have people in the chat.
There are
right now.
people in Mexico.
Oh my God, we have somebody. Wait, now we got the songs is in Rainy Resort in Mexico watching.
Love it.
Oh yeah, Womp Stump, right?
Right.
Is that him on Twitter?
Shout
What's
out.
your name
Hi.
on Twitter? Because but then we have people in Seattle, we have people in Florida, we have people all over watching this right
Oh,
now.
awesome.
It looks like there's a preseason in South Carolina this year, so that's kind of
somebody
cool.
outside.
Yeah, the U.S.
That is
The
Wampler.
Are?
It's Jeff.
Oh, Jesse is here. It's-
We got the songs. Is Jeff Wampler?
oh, it's Wampler. It is Wampler.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wampler.
nice.
Hi, Wampler.
Hey, Wampler, how you doing, man? I love it. So, okay, so now let's go.
That's okay.
So you've been interviewing fans or talking to people from both sides right now, right?
Yeah,
What's-
nothing super official, but
Of course not.
that's sort of what I'm doing today. Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
What's Toronto? What are you getting from the Toronto fans right now?
So the interesting thing, I mean, I think the Toronto fans. I'm still trying to get sort of a handle on all of it, but I think a lot of it, they have a very big international influence in their support just because this town has.
Very international.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
like Italian, they have a Caribbean, I think, influence supporters group now too. And then they have like really young supporters groups, like in age. So I think it's still behind hockey, but I think there's like really something intense going on here. And I haven't been to BMO before for a home game, so I'm like really between them and you guys, I'm like really pumped for the atmosphere. Yeah.
Because I will say, they've been one of those groups that's been a really good fan base for a long time, right?
Yeah.
And they
suffered so much.
So
I mean, you guys
much,
suffered
yeah.
this season, but they've suffered for like 8
7
years.
Yeah,
seasons.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they came into the
They're like the
league.
Mariners.
They're like the Mariners. They came into the
Seriously.
league and they were kind of the darling for
Yeah.
about 2 years, and then this other team came into the league and became the new darlings. And I don't know what they're called. I can't remember.
I don't
Can you
know.
remember their name?
No.
I don't
know,
We
yeah.
won't worry about it. But they
band.
they deserve to be here too. Like
Yeah.
I mean, as a fan base, I am
Oh.
thrilled for their fan base to be here.
They've been super
is so
solid
polite.
the whole time.
Well, they are.
This is so
Are they really?
not European of us. So I love
yeah,
it.
totally.
So take that, people who say we don't have our own North American
Well,
fan
actually,
culture.
I mean, we talked about what we were and we're not going to talk about. I think this is a good question. We had this question between us a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
As much as I think we all wanted to have the match at home in Seattle
Yes.
and have 60+ thousand
Yep.
and so on, this, I think we all agree, this was probably what TV wanted.
Yes.
I think it's a great matchup here.
Yeah, so that's a good question for you.
You don't
If you're
think so?
willing to
You
talk
think it
about
would be
that.
better if it was this matchup? Was it better in Seattle?
I think either one is cool. I think the fact that I love the fact that it is an international cup final.
Right.
So I think either venue would have been great. I mean, obviously I've been to CenturyLink.
But
It's
Montreal at
awesome.
CenturyLink versus Toronto, Seattle here. I think of those two.
I actually am not like a homer or partial
Yeah.
to any team, but I think Toronto like definitely deserves it. Not that Montreal didn't, but I think the atmosphere here is renowned for being very special.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But if you had to choose Toronto, Seattle here, or
Okay.
Montreal, Seattle, and CenturyLink for the Cup final, TV, MLS, etc., would prefer Toronto, Seattle here,
I
right?
don't know. I don't work in the broadcast department,
Yeah.
so I have no idea.
Okay, all right.
Anyway,
Okay,
I think
all right.
outside in December, there's something to that. Like, let's just say we flipped the other way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would have want to played in Olympic Stadium in Montreal
Oh, no way.
in
Oh, no,
December. Like, you take
No.
the elements out of it.
Yeah.
Like, you just change
Yeah.
things so much.
Yeah.
Completely.
So anyway,
Yeah.
that was the curveball part of that question.
Okay,
but
okay.
Anyway.
But yeah, but I think we all agreed though that we wanted it at home, of course.
No question.
And then I think at that same moment, we all went, and we're going no matter
Yeah.
what.
Oh,
So
Yeah, right?
Everybody in this room booked our tickets on Tuesday.
The night before.
The night
Yeah.
before, just in case the prices were going up, demand was going, or the availability was going down.
Yeah.
So we all did took advantage of the 24-hour cancellation and booked Tuesday night,
Right.
just in case. And then we all sat.
Shout out to Lisa.
We all sat in front of the TV and
Yes.
watched the game intently as we went. So
How were your emotions going through that?
all over the
Oh,
place.
yeah.
You know what? It was
All over the
really,
place.
really, really high, and then it kept getting
Yes.
higher and higher, and then we were like, "Oh well, it's okay, okay," and then, "Oh, that's still okay." Oh no! I guess we don't get to cancel all our
No,
flights.
it was intense. It was the most intense
Non-Sounders thing.
match that
Yeah.
I've
Ever
watched.
watched.
I would agree.
yeah, MLS
completely.
wise.
Yeah,
for sure. So I grew up in Michigan.
Okay.
And there's a burger joint in Dearborn called Miller's. And when I knew that the potential was going here, I told my wife and kids, I'm like, I get to have a Miller's burger.
You
which
were
I
almost
did.
more excited about that
I was,
Miller's.
which I
Oh, when
did.
you drove from
Last night, and I did. We had Miller's burgers last
It
night,
was delicious.
and they're legit.
Yeah.
They're legit.
Yeah.
But it's funny because when Montreal scored, I was like, "Yes, we get to go home. We're gonna be home. My wife and kids can be there. We're at CenturyLink." And then my daughter goes, she's 13. She goes, "But I thought you wanted a Miller's burger." And that was like her whole focus on it, right? So, anyways, it's like yeah. For us, it was emotional
It was very
all
emotional.
over the place.
Yeah.
We didn't care at the end of the day.
No.
We wanted home,
Right.
but we were gonna go regardless.
Yeah.
We were going.
That's awesome.
And then we were like, let's do our show too, right?
Why
Let's
not?
do our
yeah.
Why not?
show. So, anyways, okay.
So
What
did
else
you
we got?
bring the family, or you had the
I did
Miller's
not.
burger without that?
I had him without him.
Got this family.
I brought my
Yay.
son.
Second family.
Okay.
Yeah, it was the airfare and everything was a little bit too expensive to match our budget currently.
Yeah.
It was expensive to get here. I'm
It
not gonna
is.
lie. I mean, miles wise or price wise.
Yeah.
I had sugar mama girlfriend use all her miles. to get us
Oh,
here.
wow.
Beth,
So-
shout out to
To
Beth.
you.
She's
Yeah.
pretty awesome. She's pretty awesome.
That worked out.
Thank you, Beth.
Okay. The match.
The match.
Yes.
Why we're all
Tonight.
here.
What do you think?
What do I think?
Yeah, what do you think?
Yeah.
Ooh, so my main question about the Sounders right now is all these questionable players, right?
Brad,
Are they-
Freeberg, and Ozzy.
They're playing.
So technically questionable means that they could or they could not. And
Correct.
so I'm really curious, just on a personal level, if that's a bit of gamesmanship.
Probably.
And whatever happened with Alexanderson yesterday, I don't
Yeah,
know.
I never heard any more about
Yeah.
that.
I
Other
haven't
than-
either. I wasn't there to see it.
No.
Word is that actually happened.
Yeah,
What?
that's not good.
But
That's not good.
So
I feel like that's less essential to
Yeah.
you
I
guys
think
as a
the
team that's
the
succeeding right
Ozzy
now, obviously, like,
Brad thing is pretty mission critical.
Yeah.
You know, I
Yes.
think you need
I think if
Alonso.
Ozzy starts today, we win. I think if Ozzy doesn't start today, it's a much more up in the air.
Totally different game.
Yeah,
It's a totally different game.
definitely.
Okay.
Unless Freeberg's healthy, but Freeberg's on that list too.
Right.
And if you have Freeberg rolled on, I can be comfortable. But I think Ozzy.
Yeah,
is
I would
the-
say
the
I'm
X
with you
factor,
though.
for
I think
sure.
it's kind of that NHL style where you're like everyone's questionable, you know,
Yeah,
and you're
yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, I have an upper body injury, and meanwhile it's
Yeah.
either like
We have
a
a lot of
bruise or a
strains,
broken
yeah.
collarbone,
Yeah,
you know,
right.
like you
Yeah.
don't know.
So I think if those guys make it, you all have a good chance because you're just so much bigger and more physical than Toronto, which is like very technical, very fast,
Yep.
but kind of dainty at the same time.
Yep.
I just think the Sounders have that
Dainty.
physicality that's like they are dainty. It's like finesse.
Yeah.
I don't even mean
Heard
that as a.
It's not a negative.
It's not
No, it's
negative.
not.
It's
No,
just
no.
very different physically and stylistically
Yes.
from the Sounders. So I'm hoping all those guys can come through for you.
So it's interesting because like I think if Ozzy doesn't play, we'll need a new entire training staff because he'll kill everybody before he doesn't
Actually,
get to play.
yeah.
Like literally.
That
Yeah.
guy is
Not
scary.
literally, but
He'll play.
He'll play. I
He'll
think he's
play.
gonna play. I mean, let's be honest. He is. I mean, we call him El Corazon de los Sounders, right? He is the heart of the Sounders.
Yeah.
He is that.
No question,
Our
man.
car,
The Honey
our
Badger.
car name was Ozzy's Pathfinder because we were in a Pathfinder, a Nissan Pathfinder. So
And that dude is everywhere.
he's everywhere.
Yes, he is.
Yes.
We love Ozzy. Like we have
Oh, so much.
maybe
Like,
not a natural love, but it's a very
it's-
very
he's
good love.
become very much ingrained as the soul and heart
Yeah.
of our squad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyways, okay. Do you have a prediction? Do you ever do predictions? Would you do a prediction for us?
Ooh, I actually, honestly, I do indulge in predictions from time to time. I honestly feel like this game, I don't know, man. It could go either way. I think what you all have to be careful about is scoring early because their defensive game is pretty good. I
Yeah.
think Clint Irwin is a really damn good goalkeeper.
Yep.
And he's really good at keeping clean sheets at home, and I know that's going to be part of their critical mission.
Yep.
So I think it's really important to penetrate that early. So
No
come on,
question.
Jordan Morris.
Sounders have
Nico.
beaten Clint Irwin before.
Yes.
Yeah. And
So-
But
other
he's at
top-
home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's going to help.
We
So I'm
have
just
not
being
been
honest.
shut out since
It's just once. They
Once?
haven't scored a goal once, I think, since
Ryan
Schmetzer.
took over in
Oh,
July.
Yeah.
really? Okay,
Yeah.
well.
I don't.
this
Ex-
is-
I don't. I would be shocked. I would walk out of the stadium shocked if it's
I
scoreless.
I have to
mean,
say,
It's not gonna
they
be
deserve
scoreless.
like
Yeah.
Toronto has a home
For
field
us,
advantage because we're here.
Yes.
Toronto does not have a home field advantage because of the weather. Like
No, I
it
think
is.
the- I think the
It's
weather's
actually probably going to
overblown.
take away
Yes.
from their home field
Yes.
advantage, just natural soccer home field advantage that every team has.
Yeah.
I think it actually
Hurts
works against maybe both teams.
Yeah,
honestly,
yeah, equal.
So-
It evens it out.
Yeah.
I think the weather's kind of overblown. Like, yes, it's cold,
I would-
but there are
I would
cooler
agree.
places
It's cold.
in North America. I
Right.
guess the main question is if there's snow or not. But I honestly, y'all have Scandinavians in your squad. Like, it's fine.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to be a
Yeah.
problem. I really don't think that's going to be a problem at all. Okay, so you don't have a prediction then?
No.
You didn't answer that, so I was just making
No.
sure.
It was a good way to not
I
answer.
know it was a great
Yeah.
non-answer. I was really impressed.
It's like you've done
really
this.
Good at that.
Yeah.
It's like that's your job or something.
Skills.
I don't know.
Right?
It's really
It's
good.
pretty
All right.
crazy.
All right, so if you're not going to answer that question,
No.
let's go into some SonarFeed questions.
We can do that.
And then we'll circle back
We'll
to some
circle
this.
around. Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
so
This
the
is
pressure
important.
is on.
Look,
The
these are
fan
hot-
base is listening.
Hot seat questions.
Hot seat.
This will determine whether or not you're beloved or hated.
Jesus,
No, not
I don't
really.
Not really.
Not really.
I don't need that kind of responsibility. There's a lot of you guys in Seattle.
Biggie or Tupac?
Is this really about being beloved or hated among the South? Okay, well,
No.
honestly,
No,
I'm
you'll
an-
be fine. You'll be
Who
fine.
do you like?
I mean,
What do you like?
I'm an East Coast girl, so Biggie.
Biggie.
For sure.
Biggie!
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
We've had all kinds of answers on that
Juicy,
one, so
man.
it's
That's
all
my
good.
jam.
It's definitely I feel like growing up in Miami, there was way more of the East Coast New
Yeah.
York retiree musical influence. Like Ready to Die was always
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
now
Okay.
going into my
Go-to.
go-to.
And by the way, there's no snow projected
Yeah.
in the forecast tonight.
great.
Nice.
Tomorrow
Yay.
morning, but not tonight.
What is your favorite kind of taco?
So I do not eat meat. Sorry to be
Well,
a
no, it's all
buzzkill.
good.
So
There's other kind of tacos
so
out there.
any kind of taco that doesn't have meat but
Okay.
isn't full of
What was the last taco that you had?
I haven't had tacos in a
while?
while, to be
Okay.
perfectly honest.
Does that meat not include? Does it include seafood or not?
No seafood.
No seafood, okay. All right.
I'm sorry to be a buzzkill.
Rajas, no, it's all good.
But other
Rajas-
than that, I like any kind of veggie taco that actually has effort put into it because half the time they just put a bunch of crappy beans
Yes.
and
I will
So like
give
a
you
portobello mushroom, kind of something like that.
So
just
here-
something made with
I'll
love.
give you
Okay.
a hot tip. So, rajas con crema.
Yes.
So that is a typical dish where it's basically sautéed peppers, onions. You can add mushrooms. Portobello would be great in a cream sauce, and you can make a taco out of that. So
Amazing.
Rajas and cremas. Try it out
Yes,
next
I've had
time.
rajas in my meat eating days, but not recently.
yes.
Yeah, nice.
So boom.
Okay.
I mean, we should just go with the
Go.
go-to, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Favorite Girl Scout cookie.
Oh my God. This one.
Okay. So this one is good. So I used to be a Thin Mint girl, but recently I'm really into Savannah Smiles, which is
Nice.
very
Wow.
underrated.
Yeah.
Very
See?
underrated.
Wow.
And also really good if you
That
put
was
them
the
in spring.
biggest curve.
So funny thing, I can never avoid Girl Scout cookie season because Major League Soccer, the actual league office, is in the same skyscraper as Girl Scout.
That's right.
Yeah. So I always when I
No,
first-
that's actually the worst.
I know,
Like,
yeah.
It's so good. So they set up in the lobby of the building and they take credit cards and everything. So every time they come through, I still have a stockpile of Savannah
That's
Smiles
fantastic.
in my cabinet when I go home.
That was amazing. Seriously.
we know
Yeah.
a couple of people that still have a few boxes just
You put it in the
randomly.
freezer.
Yeah. And there's a couple of folks in the ECS crew that just buy like 50
Yeah.
from multiple people.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this is great. You can just the Girl Scout store is there.
Well, and the
So-
best part is a lot of our group will buy it from one of the girls.
Yeah.
And give it to like the Tifo crew as a reward for
Oh,
doing
Yeah.
nice.
Tifo.
But what's the
So-
most popular answer? I know no one will ever vote for Savannah Smiles because I think
No, that's
whether
the
you
first
like
time I think. Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
you're right.
because
You are the
Right.
first
you're
Spanish
either
smile.
I
like
think
a
it's
person that
pretty
likes
close to
lemony
square.
donuts or not.
Yeah.
Samoa's.
They're good though.
Oh,
It's
Samoa.
Samoa's
always
and
Thin Mints
Thin
versus
Mints.
Samoas.
Yeah.
Let's go, Samoas.
Yeah.
Team
But it's interesting,
Samoas.
my
Those
da-
are good.
Team
Yeah.
Samoas.
My daughter is a Girl Scout, and
cool.
she loves Savannah Smiles. Like
They're
she
so
loves
good.
them.
No one thinks about
They're
them.
like
I
a
think
little
they're, like,
Russian
newer.
tea cookie. They're only 2 or 3 years old.
Yeah.
But they're like a Russian tea cookie, the powdered sugar, and they're good.
So
they're,
they-
they're yummy.
She sells a few. Too.
They're
She
the-
sells a few,
They're
yeah.
the expansion.
I think we should.
And
I think
they're-
we should push trefoils. We should make more people
Oh,
want
yeah,
to.
no one votes for those.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're kind of a grandma cookie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
Yeah, love
I
it.
was
Yeah.
gonna make a joke about a certain hashtag that has like a P and a slash and an R in it, but I won't make that joke. So
Just keep going.
yeah, I'll
Yeah.
keep
I
going.
don't know what you're talking
Your
about.
turn.
Okay, all right.
Like what?
Okay, what is something that you think that you believe in that other people think is weird?
Oh man,
She's gonna do the aliens.
Yeah.
no, not aliens, but I definitely.
Love
there
it.
was a league party last night, and I had a couple of beverages, and I definitely had a long conversation with a certain athlete about like vortexes and crystals and yoga and stuff like that for like a while. So I'm fine. You can laugh. It's fine.
So awesome.
Our
I'm a
producer over there
very-
Our
laughing.
producer over here.
We're
smiling.
literally gonna spend the rest of the show trying to guess who it is.
Yes, we are.
And
Is he a soccer player?
yes.
Okay.
Was it Jeff Cameron?
I know that was a tough one. Jeff Cameron.
No, but I'm not like that. Like I don't think they're. I don't want to say anything about him, but
No.
Yeah.
I do not share the beliefs that Jeff Cameron likes
Ah,
to tweet.
okay.
Let's just say
Is
that.
it Blas
Put
Perez?
it out there.
There's a difference
Because
between
fuck that guy.
liking. There's a difference between like liking to meditate and stuff like that, and then believing in certain things.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Causing
No,
other
absolutely.
things.
Yeah.
Totally.
No, that's fine.
And I don't believe that.
That's
at all.
fine. But it's okay if you
What?
do.
No,
It's okay if you do.
there are certain beliefs that I think cause public health hazards, and it's not okay if you believe.
Good point.
Yes.
That's a good point.
Yes.
Yes. That's a good point. Okay. Next question.
Anyway.
You ready?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Good.
So you
So I have a
are
lot of fun at parties, clearly.
Awesome.
no question.
You're invited to any of our parties.
Yeah, seriously.
Okay, every day. So you're on death row. What's your last meal, including alcohol or drink? A drink.
What did I do to get on death row?
That's the best
Holy cow.
response to that
Effort.
question.
Yeah.
That is great.
That's
I don't
so
know yet.
depressing.
I mean, I have answers. I'm just gonna leave that
I
alone.
would-
It's
I
more
would-
about the food.
Okay, it's more
Does it
about
matter?
No,
It's
I would
already
have
last
no.
meal.
I would have Cuban food, and I'd probably, if I was actually gonna die, I might eat pork again. I don't
Wow.
know. Sorry,
yeah,
but
yeah.
definitely, like moros, which is like
Moros.
Oh yeah.
black beans and white rice.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
you know, maduros, which is
Yeah,
like
yeah,
the
yeah,
sweet
the
fried
pla-
plantains. I definitely have
plantains.
those.
Yes.
And tres leches for sure.
Oh,
Yeah, that'd be
and
part of it.
Like
for
a
your-
whole dress like Jason.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, I was
just
gonna die anyway. I might as well die
Go live.
bloated.
like
and
when you go to the
fat.
grocery
Like-
and they give you the one slice and you're like, no,
Yeah, wait,
the whole thing.
It comes out in the sheet pan.
Yeah, it's like this table.
Honestly, if I was
Yes.
literally gonna die, I probably would because screw it.
'Cause who cares?
Yeah,
Yeah.
who cares?
Yep.
Yeah, for
Drink
sure.
to go
That's
there?
good.
Drink. Ooh, like alcoholic.
Could be
Heineken.
non, could be milk.
No, if I was
Heineken.
never gonna have, I would have like really good old fashioned and
Ooh,
champagne.
Great, great.
Yeah.
Good answers.
That is a
Great
good answer.
answers.
What kind of whiskey?
Oh, I don't know.
A good.
God, I don't know. I don't
good
get
one.
that deep into like the whiskey
Yes.
base. So yeah.
All right, I'm gonna take a serious for a minute because
Okay.
this is something I've got a daughter who's 13.
Okay.
And I love the fact that you're this. You tweeted out about a Facebook group for women in media the other
Oh
day.
yeah, in sports
So
media.
in sports
Yeah.
media. So let's talk about like being a woman in sports media
Yes.
for a moment. I know this isn't like our normal question,
No,
but it
that's
kind
fine.
of is. We'll go back to the silly, stupid questions
Yeah,
in a
yeah,
minute, but. Women in sports media.
Yeah.
What would you say? Because normally, like, when we have an athlete on, we say,
Yeah.
"Hey, what would you say to to a kid who's coming up in the ranks?" So, like, what would you say to a young woman, whether it's a 13-year-old or a
Yeah.
20-something-year-old,
College
or
student.
even somebody who's in the business already, but
High
maybe
school, shout out
needs
to
some help?
Brad.
But anyways,
Okay, so yeah, I have very serious thoughts about that. So I think you should be polite without worrying about being nice. I think you should be a good person, but I think one thing that women, especially teen girls, are socialized to do is be very nice and worry about other people's feelings. But when you work in a workplace that's mostly men, you don't see those same kind of mental machinations always. So I think you need to be assertive, be a good person, don't screw anyone over, but you should also advocate for yourself without worrying how you think that's going to sound, because it's just different on the other side. And I think that you shouldn't be scared to reach out and ask people for help or ask their advice, that kind of thing. I think it's really important to network. And if anyone hears this, I'm here for advice or whatever. Yeah.
that's great.
Yeah,
I figured
like
that
if
was
I was
weird.
gonna
Yeah.
tell like a teenager
Yeah.
or a college student, definitely intern and definitely reach out for like informational interviews, because most people want to help. Actually,
Yes.
at least
Yeah.
I
Yes.
do,
Yes.
and that's not just for women. That's literally for anyone
Right.
who wants to work in
Right.
this industry,
Right.
which is very small. Like, just reach out.
Awesome.
That's
Great.
my serious answer.
Good, thank you.
Yeah.
That was
Not
awesome.
bad. I was.
Needed to hit that. That was on my checklist at one point.
I was going to ask like a super selfish question, but I'm going to
Ask
ask a
it,
nicer one.
ask
Something you've bought recently that's less than $100 that is really, really important to you, or like
Or help change
really,
your life
really,
or
yeah,
whatever.
Less than $100.
less than $100.
So, for example, I went to a party at his house before a match, and he has this egg McMuffin maker kind of thing, like, you
Okay,
know, sausage,
yeah.
egg, and cheese maker.
Yeah.
It was like $25 or something like that on Amazon. I literally ordered it from the party, so it was there like Monday after the party on Saturday, and that like changed my life for making it home
Life-changing.
easy.
So the interesting thing, I live
Just
in,
as an example.
Okay, so I live in Brooklyn. So since I have moved back to New York City for this job, I've become a super minimalist, and I really don't have room to buy a lot of things,
Right.
Because I don't like a cluttered environment. So let me think on that. Oh, here's life changing, especially today, and it's way under $100.
Nice.
Uniqlo Heat Tech Ultra Warm
Oh.
layers, because Uniqlo
Oh.
just came out with ultra warm version of Heat Tech, and I have it on right now, and I'm sweating, so it's great. Life changing, like $15.
Do you need
Boom.
Do you need another
I'm
one?
good. Yeah,
Huge
thank
guys.
you.
By the way, that store in Manhattan is fantastic.
It's fantastic. It's scary, but also if you're like, I'm going to Toronto, I need a plain
Yeah.
something. So they're ultra warm Heat Tech layers for $15.
Hot tip.
Super.
Hot tip.
Life changing for sure. I'm literally like
You're
sweating.
shopping.
Yeah, it's hot.
Yeah. Oh, are you in it right now?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. So
I'm Heat Teching right
okay,
now.
this is the question. This is my question. This will make or break how I feel about you.
Okay. Ready?
Socks and sandals.
No.
Oh, thank
No.
you.
Thank you.
There's no. Who says
Literally
yes?
everyone is gonna high five you.
Yes.
Who said
High five the
Except
screen. We're high fiving
Aaron.
the screen.
But why?
Why are you wearing shorts?
Because it's hot.
No, I have a lot of questions, but like, why?
Please.
We're in Canada.
I wear shorts basically every day, and I'm not
But
wearing
isn't it
shorts
very
here.
cold in Seattle right now too?
No.
Yeah. Well, it's like
No.
it's like 30 something.
Yeah, but it's Seattle
Oh,
cold
is this,
Yes.
your, is
versus.
this your thing?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But why
Yeah.
not just put on shoes?
Because I don't like shoes.
Right?
But sandals are shoes, and at this point, like, are you gonna wear these
Yeah.
into the stand?
Yes.
I mean, do your thing.
I'm gonna wear pants though. I will wear pants today.
Do your thing. You know,
But I
think-
will. I left the house at 5:30 in the morning in Seattle,
Yeah.
and I flew here.
Are those normal
I
socks?
drove.
You're gonna be very cold.
No, I have like multiple layers of
Of like
wool.
thermal.
I have like
Where do
a
you
sock
put your
liner.
shoes?
I have a sock liner and a wool layer as well,
and then
and then my Seattle Sounders ones as well, or my Seattle Skyline ones.
and then you're wearing with the sandals.
Yes.
Yes.
Why not, man? Rock on.
Yep.
You can get a shout out from Keen today.
I did. Keen actually liked my tweet. So that was pretty awesome. That was
You've
pretty good.
probably sold, I don't know,
Like three.
one pair of
Yeah,
Keens
exactly. I bought
total in all this time.
Oh.
195 and a half
The
episodes.
sandal brand.
Yeah, Sandal
Yeah.
brand.
Oh, okay.
They're actually very awesome for
I get it, but
what they're for.
You know, the thing
Yeah,
is,
for wearing them every day.
So
Yeah,
like
no.
in Florida, that just wouldn't be done, and in New York,
Well,
no one wants to see your feet. So
Ever.
Like
In
ever.
Florida, I would never wear socks or sandals.
Okay, so this is like a Pacific Northwestern thing.
I wear like when it hits
No, no,
when
no,
it
it's
was
an errand.
Yeah, it's an errand. It is an errand.
Not
Not all.
with the same
It's
brush.
a little
Yeah,
It's
no.
mostly me. But when it gets warm, I don't wear socks. But when
Okay.
it gets cold, I wear socks. I like these sandals.
Do you rotate the sandals, or is it just
I
one
do.
pair?
I have a couple pairs.
Interesting.
All the questions.
I think you need a
All the
sponsorship.
questions.
I do.
Why are they not sponsoring
I
this
would have to
podcast?
ask.
We should move
So I don't
on
have to do that. No, this is
because
good.
we're gonna embarrass you even more.
I
So
don't care. I'm wearing what I'm wearing. in
Tell us a
public.
bit about your trip to Cuba. Being
Oh
Cuban
my God.
American. I know you had a piece, but what an experience. Tell us what it felt, the emotions, what it was like.
Oh man.
Is your
The
family?
night-
Did your family immigrate from Cuba? And-
Yeah. So the nutshell version, my family came over really early, like at
Okay.
the beginning of the revolution, quote unquote, and I mean they had all their stuff like
Confiscated.
by the government.
Right.
Actually, crazy story. This is a total tangent, which was not in my piece, but this just says so much. No, this just says so much about Cuba. So my dad, my grandfather, and his cousin shared a boat. The
Okay.
boat was taken by the Cuban government around this time, like 1960.
Wow.
The boat later washed up ashore in Miami in the 80s because someone stole it, used it to try to escape, and died en route. And the boat washed up
Wow.
on the shore.
Wow.
So there's my sad immigrant story for today.
Wow.
I might cry.
Yeah, no doubt.
I have way more sad stories, but anyway.
bet.
So the trip nutshell version actually was great. I mean, talk about like the most CONCACAF of CONCACAF away experiences. I
Wait, did
think-
you get CONCACAF?
You know what? It was so hot that day.
Played.
And there was no water in the stadium,
Oh.
or yeah, there's no
What?
running water. No, there's no running water in the stadium.
Yeah.
Developing country. Yeah, the guys had
Wow.
to come dressed already. Yeah. So I think between like not having water and just being in the sun, literally on the pitch, maybe that counts as being CONCACAF. I don't know.
I'm gonna say yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna say yes too.
Very much
Yeah.
so.
But the funniest part, it was a great trip. I think everyone should visit. I hope we'll still be able to visit next year.
God, I hope so.
Me too.
We're gonna go.
We're gonna
It's
go.
happening.
Yeah, I want to.
Honestly, I was like, now maybe everyone should try to go now, but
I genuinely don't think it's gonna become Cancun.
no.
I just
That's
don't.
not why I'm saying that.
No. I'm
I
just
know
saying.
why you're saying it.
Yeah,
we
we
get it. We get
just,
it.
we'll leave it unspoken, but
Yes.
it's not going to become Cancun, and you'd have to see it. They need decades of
Decades,
infrastructure.
yeah.
It's really
yeah.
like it really is.
But the
not-
internet doesn't really work.
Now you're starting to see more shows now, and they're showing what it's like, and
What's
you
really
see,
like.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't even mean telecoms. I'm just saying it's going to be decades to get anything
Anything.
up to like
Right.
an international code standard. But anyway,
Jerry's here, by the way.
yeah.
Oh, this
Hi,
is
Jerry.
Jerry.
Hi.
What is the exact tattoo you're going to
Yes.
be getting should the
Who-
results go? Here you
Yeah.
go. Hold on.
Oh, the Herc tattoo?
Yes.
What? But what?
It's somebody's
Just
specifically-
Herc signature, thinking Herc. Like, what is it?
I kind of want to get the Herc riding the orca whale that he had.
Yeah.
Ooh. What about
The old-
Punch
the
Out?
old sound
Punch Out
effect.
Herc?
Yeah, like this one.
Oh my! That's
Nice.
dedication.
And then I got to get the Duarmachon
Can I get a
fixed.
photo of this later?
No question.
You can actually interview his arm for your podcast.
Yes.
I love
Put
it.
it on now so I don't get lost. If I don't put that on now.
Way to go, Fody.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna
Continue
we
question.
could probably talk about Cuba all day.
Yeah.
So we maybe should do that
Long story
again.
You come back to Seattle
Long
next
story
time?
short, I think the long story short, I was the only English language journalist that wasn't from the broadcast companies to actually make it down there. So my favorite part of that whole trip anecdote was that the mix zone for the U.S. men's national team after the game was literally just me. So they
You ran the whole show.
It was just me, and I
Wow.
was sweating, and they're like, "Who do you want to talk to?" I'm like, "I don't know, anyone." So I got to talk to Julian Green, Wando,
Wow.
like literally like this, just sweating, looking like I had taken a bath. So that was fun. And I think at this point, guys like Michael Bradley and Josie are probably like, "Who is this creepy girl? Like, why is she literally everywhere across like 3 countries? Like, why is she always there, no matter the occasion?"
I love it.
Yeah.
Because of the love.
All right.
Yeah.
We should write that one down for the in case you missed it. Who
Yes.
is this creepy girl? Mark
Yes.
that. We're gonna start doing in case you missed it
Yes.
on Twitter and
Yes,
like mark
in case you
specific
missed it.
moments in episodes, and you just made one right there.
Nailed.
So what's the last book you read?
Ooh,
Oh,
nice one.
oh boy, I read a lot. Let me see. I have my Kindle here. So I was traveling a lot over the last like month. So I was reading a lot of those like weird airport lady thrillers that are so popular right now. Like the girl on the train with the tattoo.
Oh, yeah.
It's a whole genre, and I just pick them up and read them on one flight. And I literally do not even remember the title of the last one I read. What else? I read a really good. I'm not going to say actually. I read a pretty good book related to FIFA recently. That was really good. And let's see, novel. Oh, but my next book, and I can give a plug, is
Nice.
I'm going to be reading "Searching for John Hughes" by my friend Jason Diamond.
Nice.
Everyone should check that out.
Nice.
Have you read the Carly Lloyd book?
I have not.
You should read it.
That's
It's really
on my
good.
to-read
Yeah.
list. Yeah.
Nice.
I
Big
read a lot
fan.
of nonfiction and like random topics. So yeah.
Okay, I got a 3-part question, or kind
Yes.
of a 3-part question.
Wow.
In journalism school, they tell you not to ask them because you're subject
Seriously.
to forget the parts.
That's what I asked him in 3 parts. It's okay.
Okay,
Don't
okay.
worry. I asked him one at a time.
All right.
What historical figure do you identify with? Could be anything. Could be current, or historical, far back as you want, whatever. I mean, what kind of?
I'm waiting for the curveball. You're gonna get
Oh, I
a
know.
really
I
good
can't
one.
wait. I can't wait for that. Oh, for her to give
This
me a
is
curveball.
gonna
Yeah, it's gonna be like
Someone's
it's gonna
gonna
be
make a decision.
My
Berlusconi.
joke was going to be Nancy Spungen, but like Sid and Nancy, but
That's a
we
really
collabed.
good answer.
I don't even have
So
like
good.
what. Why not?
Yeah.
I just love her.
Yeah.
Not really. I mean,
Done.
Is that your answer then?
Yeah.
Or do you have a real
sure.
one?
No,
Yeah.
we can move on. A real one. I don't like who. Yeah, I don't.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
I'd have
right.
to have a really weird ego to
Who-
like pick someone.
Who would you like? What historical figure would you like to go into a bouncy house with?
David Bowie, R.I.P.
Bang!
I still.
Yeah.
Great answer.
I'm still in mourning.
So am I.
Yes.
Yeah.
I actually listened. I've got a playlist of like I don't know, 400 minutes of Bowie.
Do you
Yeah.
store my discs?
I do. Yeah, they're on my desk. Yeah, they're on my desk.
Honestly, that's like one of the people that I really, really wanted to meet on my like bucket list, and I've met some of the other bucket list people, and yeah.
Heather!
I
Hi, Heather.
saw.
So if I could
Hola.
take history back.
I saw.
This is the other co-president.
Oh yay! Hi.
I saw David Bowie with 9 Inch Nails
Oh,
on
yeah,
the
on
concert in
that tour.
'96. That was the most amazing.
Yeah, that was
Lucky.
like legendary. I watched
Lucky.
it on YouTube and stuff.
It's really funny you bring up 96. That might be my best concert year in my entire life.
Really.
Yeah.
You're old.
Yeah.
That is a good question.
However,
we're adding
Hold
that.
on. Yeah, but real quick. So.
Also my best.
We're like
Great
getting
answer.
tweets from people about Savannah Smiles
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is awesome.
Yeah.
Yes.
Who would play you in a movie?
Oh,
About
young Courtney Love, but not now.
Wow, that is
Okay.
great.
That is a really good answer.
So Seattle's gonna win.
Yeah.
Yes! Yes!
All signs point to yes.
Maybe that's
That's
why I'm
pretty much
Sounders sympathetic.
Sounders.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Love
You're,
it.
You're up.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Or do you have
no,
something?
go ahead. Go. You guys go.
Ugo, you have a question.
No, not yet.
All right, words or phrases you overuse.
I definitely say things are awesome way too much.
Do you say super awesome or just awesome?
Super awesome.
Yeah.
I definitely. Oh, super is another
Super
thing that
awesome.
I say a
Super.
lot. After a couple drinks, I get really excited to meet people, and I say like "yay" and hug them a lot. Like I did that to some of your front office.
We'll report back.
Like,
We'll report back
yay!
later if that happens after the show.
Yeah.
We are also very much. I didn't choose the hug life. The hug life chose me.
Oh yeah. I'm a hugger.
Yeah, we are too. We are all huggers.
I'm a hugger.
You're up. Do you have another question?
So to concerts, he said '96 was. What's your favorite concert?
So I mean, I was a music journalist for many years.
Oh,
So I don't know. Anytime I've seen Iggy Pop,
Oh
Yeah.
man.
yeah,
Just seeing. I never saw Iggy. I would be.
he's
amazing.
great. I've been to his house twice, but that's like a tangent for another time. Yeah, he's like my boy. Yeah. Yeah.
Favorite shoes.
Favorite what?
Shoes.
Oh, I'm actually wearing leatherless vegan shoes right now from mooseshoes.com that are very
Shout out to
warm.
Mushu.
And the brand is no vaca. It's like no cow.
No cow.
No cows.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
No
I love that.
Yo, write that down.
Well, okay, we gotta see those in a minute.
Yeah,
Later.
they're just like whatever winter boots, but they're not leather and they're ethically made and all that stuff, and they're not like
Boom.
ugly. So yeah,
Okay, there we go.
so
No
those are my
vaca.
favorite right now. But I have a lot of shoes, so
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
What advice would you give 18-year-old you?
Oh my god,
Good answer. Good question.
my
Yeah.
he
I don't know how old you are, so
he
I
doesn't
think
really
you're like
like
22.
you like that. That's the advice.
That
I
is
would give.
good advice.
It's
Yeah.
advice
Same.
that I would have really needed
Same.
to hear. Yeah.
Kyle, his nickname is Bird Kyle.
Bird Kyle.
He's from Bird Kyle, like bird.
Bird?
Like bird.
Okay.
We have like 90 Kyles.
We have like
Yeah.
90, so
Yeah,
we have
you
to
do have a lot of
identify them.
Kyles.
We have Bird Kyle, we have Portland Kyle,
Shoe
we have
Kyle.
Shoe Kyle, we have
Yakima
Pizza
Kyle.
Kyle / Yakima Kyle. And
Why are there so many Kyles in
We
Seattle?
don't know.
We don't know.
So
But
interesting.
There's a
We are
hashtag.
Kyle.
We are Kyle. That is a hashtag.
It's a real
Okay.
Kyle.
All right, Bird Kyle.
What's your favorite bird?
Oh, okay, wait. I have a lot of.
It's going to be like
favorite
wood duck.
Wow, she has a lot of favorite birds.
I do.
That is the first.
You're gonna
I
make
love
Kyle
it.
very happy right now.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
like. I'm a big fan of the roseate spoonbill, which is a wading bird.
Damn!
No, but they're very common.
Explosivo. My mind is just like wow.
They're really cool, and they're native to like swamp areas, and they are a wading bird with like a spoon-shaped beak, and they're pink. They're.
She goes so deep.
I'm sorry.
I
I'm
love
taking
this. This is awesome.
your sports podcast and making it go like.
No.
No. It's actually going way up.
Yes.
And this is not
So are we
at
talking
all about
flying
previous guests.
birds, wading birds, like what?
She's up the
His
ante.
response,
totally
oh damn, she knows
Best
birds.
guest ever. Bird Kyle says you're the best guest ever.
I'm like a weird bird lady, and I just I don't.
You should tweet
That's
for
a
Kyle.
first.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
And this is what we love about our show. It's like we get to know the people.
Yeah.
And we get to know people and do stuff that is not always just about soccer as much as we love it. But
Oh,
this is awesome. Bringing it back to soccer though, favorite documentary, soccer documentary, or non-soccer.
No, actually, this one I can answer. And one of my favorite ones I've seen recently was shoot. I think it's Last One Wins, the one about the Samoan national team, where Thomas Rongan, who's great,
That was amazing.
goes in and coaches them. Yeah,
And one of the main characters is from Seattle.
Oh yeah.
Yes. I think it was Mike something, but a great documentary. He actually grew up not too far from where I live. It's a great documentary.
I'm not sure if that's still on Netflix, but I saw it on Netflix, and that's like I think that's one of those sports documentaries that transcends sports.
Totally,
Yeah.
totally agree.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Sure.
I'll do the same.
Actually,
Let's
Oh, wait.
Sorry.
Can I have another vodka soda, please?
Yeah.
There it
Heck
is.
yeah.
Don't put my box.
We're SonarFeed.
We kind of came back to soccer, so let's
Let's
talk a little bit more about that.
Go ahead.
You see a lot of things probably very differently, just because of either access or what you do every day than a lot of us do. So as much as we all have
you
apps
could
and pay
ask
attention,
me, like, random questions about
do you
the
have
inner
a
workings.
favorite 2016 soccer moment? It could not be MLS. But
that's a good question.
Favorite 2016 soccer moment?
One of my favorites was when that moth landed on Cristiano Ronaldo's face. And it wasn't cool that he got injured or anything like that or whatever, and they won, so cool. But there was just that one moment that was like, it just said so much, just on so many levels. That's international. Favorite thing I witnessed in person, let me think. I went to so many games. Obviously, the Cuba game was awesome, even though it was a garbage game, let's be real. Like, on the field, it was terrible.
But personal and just the
It was cool just to be able to say I was there.
Yeah.
Definitely had some fun times during Copa America, like when we beat Paraguay and Philly. That was fun, even though, like, whatever. That was really fun.
Ecuador.
Ecuador?
Oh, yeah.
Copa America.
Yeah, I wasn't, like, physically at that one, but yeah.
What's your favorite Mexican team loss, and why is it the 7-0 game?
You know what's so funny about that one too is I have like a lot of my friends in.
Sorry,
that was a good one. That was a good one. We have.
No, it wasn't.
We have no leg to stand on when it comes to like Mexico, U.S.
No, not at all.
Yeah. But that was a good one because I remember that night clearly because I had gone to watch it at a Mexican spot in my neighborhood, and when it was like I was like all pumped, I'd ordered all this food.
Love it.
I had all these like
You're set.
drinks with like the salad de chapulín, you know?
Yes, that's the best.
And,
so deep. Salad chapulín.
So I'm there, like,
another level.
drinking my cocktails with the chapulines on the rim, and I'm like having a great time.
That's so awesome.
Talking to like the owner, and then it got really bad, and I think it was like halftime. I'm like, I'm gonna go. So I went to a Venezuelan restaurant around the corner. My neighborhood's very like Central and South American, and there were Venezuelans there who were still drunk from their loss earlier in the day, and they were so happy. That place went off. And I was with some Chileans, and they were like amazing. So I remember that night very clearly.
Thanks, Dave.
Favorite hashtag, and why is it Dos a Cero?
You know what though? Like,
It's not though.
No,
It's not.
I know.
Yeah.
I love you. I love you.
It was bad.
Oh, I forgot.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
You can curse on this show.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was. I try to keep it somewhat PG.
Yeah, it's fine. We're trying to. Yeah.
Dos a Cero is unfortunately like dead.
Nah, I know.
It is very much so.
I agree. Okay.
There's a part of me too. Yeah. Just elaborate. There's a part of me that narrative is over. Like it's fine.
I agree.
It's done. The seal's broken.
Can
Let's move on.
I completely agree with her 1,000%. It's done. It's over.
I also agree because that stadium, just whatever. That's my whole.
I love the stadium, but I'm just ready to be done with that. Yeah.
All right. Lisa wants to know from Seattle. She's asking,
Okay.
who's going to score the Sounders' winning goal tonight?
Oh,
I like
I
that.
think Nico for that. I know it's a trick question, but like if Seattle were to win, yeah.
Oh, look at that! And Nico's joining us right now.
Yeah.
It could
Live from this plastic bag.
I know that's a trick question and everything,
Yeah,
but if the Sounders were to win, that would be my bet.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
I want Nelson Valdez.
To score the winning
That's
goal.
Yes.
true. Dude, he's like a postseason super sub, so you never know.
Yeah,
it could be him.
And he had a rough season. He had a rough season.
And then all of a sudden,
boom, when we needed him the most, he showed
crazy
up.
Clutch.
All right. So how are you doing time-wise? You okay still time-wise?
Yeah, I'm cool.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
hanging
cool.
out.
Okay.
Nice.
All right.
Tom's looking at me like, Mark, how's your data plan?
No, I was looking at you like, it's good that you didn't go get Twelman because we're having a good conversation.
Yeah.
But he's too short.
Oh, wow.
Well, now he's not. He's definitely not coming on the show
Yeah,
now.
he's out. I was gonna say you can't insult your guests before they're in the room.
Favorite non-Sounders team, non-MLS, maybe non-MLS team.
Oh, that's easy. My club teams are Arsenal and Real Madrid.
Okay, there you go. Okay, perfect.
Yeah,
Good,
yeah,
okay,
Real
good.
Madrid, my favorite
Yeah.
player of all
Excellent.
time, Hugo Sanchez, Real Madrid. That's my
That
boy.
oak was just like,
Mi
yes!
tocayo,
Yeah.
mi tocayo.
You know what the thing is too is like I can't be a fan of MLS, and I consume so much of it. So that is why I still watch the foreign leagues
Yeah.
because at least I can be a fan of something.
Exactly.
Because I don't get that fandom like camaraderie experience, you
Right.
know. So
Man, that's hard.
Yeah, that's hard.
it is a little hard.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't. And I honestly, when I go to these games, I get really nervous before big MLS games. I'm like, "Bitch, you're not even playing in it. Why are you nervous?" But, like,
Palms are all sweaty.
The best part was you didn't even like blink when you said that. That was fantastic because you
Yeah.
actually
Believe
think
it.
that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
Totally.
so I get really I get sad when people lose, and I don't know. Yeah.
Not Toronto though.
No,
No.
Toronto, you'll be happy.
Yeah.
No, I'll be sad.
I know. I will be sad
You know,
too.
when you're on a big home loss, it's just like tens of thousands of people just like sadly filing out.
I will cry for them today.
I went to plenty of tears.
Yeah.
We did that a few times this
In your
Yeah, we did.
4.3% beer.
Yeah, it's my 4.3%.
When
yeah.
if I said the word successful to you, who comes to mind?
I love it.
Schmetzer.
Damn.
Boom, shakalaka,
That's excellent. Let's talk about Spencer for a second because
Yeah, okay.
you brought him up before.
Oh, I love him.
But like
I'm gonna tweet that.
when you look at stories, and I think we're obviously biased, and we've seen Schmetzer for
Love
years
it.
and years. But like as stories go in MLS this season, you know you have things like Nico Ladero, and you have just certain players being super big scoring threats, and you have the Colorado defense and like Tim Howard, and like there's a lot of stuff that happened this year. I think the Schmetzer thing. Do you think from the outside, do you see it as like, not the story necessarily, but like something that just really stands out, top
There's
3 or 4
kinda-
things?
I mean, there are levels to it because if you're a casual follower of the league, that's
Right.
not one of the stories. But if you're a follower of the league and not even a Seattle fan, but you're someone who knows what's going on in all the teams, that to me is a big story
Right.
because the turnaround that he managed obviously is a combination of Nico coming
Right.
in and who knows. But
Torres
the fact
come
that
back.
the fact that he at least is perceived to have really righted the ship like that is a crazy story. I mean, there was at one point where mathematically I was sitting in the office
Muy
working
loco.
out the percentage that y'all would make it here, and it was not
It was
good.
7, I
It
think.
was- I don't
Like
even
7,
remember, but it was
yeah.
bad at that
Was it that high?
Not at
Yeah,
all.
it was
Yeah.
not. It was not good. Yeah.
And yet we are here, and we
Yeah.
are not
I love
finished
it. That's
yet.
the best thing
It's
about
crazy.
sports.
It is. It really is.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
What other sports do you dig other than soccer?
I was raised on baseball,
Okay.
obviously,
Right, right.
And I love NBA.
Who's your favorite team in those leagues?
My team actually in baseball is New York Yankees
The Yankees.
because that was the team to like in like late 50s, early 60s Cuba, because that was obviously when all those legends were playing.
Right.
And then they used to spring train in South Florida.
Ah,
that was my team.
your
Yeah,
connection.
before
Yes.
and the Florida Marlins.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
And I watch basketball, so Miami Heat. Although whatever this season. So.
At least you have a team.
Do you watch
Yeah.
American football?
Not really.
Not
Okay, that's
really.
fine. Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Go Hawks.
So why?
You know the thing is that
Go Hawks.
Hey.
the Dolphins
No?
the Dolphins haven't been good since I was a kid. I mean, and I guess and I'm not gonna bandwagon some random other city on that. I don't know. Yeah.
Go Hawks.
Yeah.
Go Hawks.
You can definitely bandwagon the Seahawks.
You're
Yeah, I
welcome.
could bandwagon.
Thanks,
I
Russell.
think that year of the Super Bowl, I was like, go Seahawks, because why not? Bandwagons are fun.
Let's go.
But-
Yes. I hate that term, bandwagon. Jump on, be a fan, love it.
That's
We
true.
were all bandwagons at one point.
That's true.
Every single one of us.
There are some people that came out of the womb loving MLS and knowing everything about it, so not them.
You mean people on Twitter? That have an egg as their picture? You're not talking about them, are you?
That's the Republican Party. What are you talking about?
Oh, wow. True story. But anyways.
Go Hawks.
All right. What do you have an ask
Yes.
for our viewers? Like what do you want? Like engagement, fan, like if we could
Point
ask
of
our
view,
viewers,
yeah.
like what would help
Like
you?
anything. Whether it's for you, for like a charity,
for your,
like pick a thing.
blog,
Yeah.
or your feedback on,
Like-
if fans would look at this point of view, or something.
Our voice is smaller than yours, but like
no.
what like
Yay! Thank you.
Yeah.
Yay!
She was like, yes, make it happen.
Thank you. Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers, y'all. Cheers.
Cheers.
I
Salud.
want to know. Okay, so I'm hanging out today. Obviously, I'm here. I'm gonna. It didn't get on any of these.
Just you should have just gone right past that.
If you're gonna spill on the laptop.
Not on this.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You're fine.
So I'm going to obviously like fan party on Liberty Street, stuff like that. So you could tell me what you would want to know. Like I'll be at the game, I'll be in the stands, I'll be in the suites, I'll be at the pressers afterwards, that kind of thing. So you could tell me like what you would want to see from that, because I'm still sort of kind of doing a vlog.
Could we be in the suite
No.
where it's warm?
No. No. I
mean, if it makes you feel better, though, I actually am going to spend most of the game in the stands, so
Yeah.
I'll be suffering right alongside with you
Yeah.
for like the real.
We're not going to be suffering.
experience.
I mean, not the suffering part,
No.
but awesome.
Yeah. Solidarity.
Yeah.
I'm excited, actually. I would rather watch this game from the stands than from the press box.
Yeah.
Like, I'd rather be among people, you know.
I was a season ticket holder for the Seahawks for years.
Uh-huh.
Now I gave them up. But
I still am.
When I went, I got invited to a suite once by a corporate sponsor. The environment is not for me.
Well, listen, Sweet
I
Life,
wanna be
the
out.
Sweet Life is
Sweet
good
Life.
once in a while, but
Like a game like this, I want to be up in that far left corner with 1,500 of my friends.
the
Cold.
weather sort of, yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I don't even know what's happening right now.
I don't know.
This is fully action.
Aww.
This is like the ex-Foley
Anyway.
love right here. The fans of last year.
Yeah, so I'll be in the stands anyway,
Okay.
hoping that all my heat tech layers hold up.
Okay, that's good. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, so to get on the point, yeah.
Yes.
If you have any specific things of like things you would want to know,
So we can
things you-
tweet to you. Or
Yeah,
whatever,
like things that you want to see that maybe an average fan wouldn't get to see that I might have access to, that kind of thing. It's at ARIELLEC
Perfect.
on Twitter.
Would
Yeah.
you bring us a hot dog or a taco?
Maybe, I mean, if there's
Like
food, yeah.
Cosmo?
Oh my God.
Cosmo
more
is,
like a
yes,
beer.
he is like the best mascot.
So that
yeah.
actually might be one of my favorite things that happened off the field this season.
Cosmo?
Yeah,
It's
like-
great. I've like partied with Cosmo.
I have to tell you, he was
really hit.
running around 2 seasons ago, I think, and he was running around, and he always tends to interact with our section, and ran off and came back dressed as a taco.
Oh, yeah,
And I
yeah.
think we yelled at him. I think we yelled at him that was racist or something, and he literally turned around and did the like shrug.
He's Latin.
Well,
Is he?
yeah, we know.
Am I-
So this year.
'cause I don't know how much I'm supposed to give away, but I've had drinks with Cosmo.
We have a former Seattleite.
He's great.
Cosmo?
No, not in the office.
We have a
The
former
first one.
Seattleite
Yeah.
who works for the Galaxy now, who has given us the lowdown.
Yes.
Cosmo's fantastic. But at U.S. Open Cup, at that little tiny weird high school field that we played our Open Cup during
The track and field.
during the CrossFit games when LA should never have
Yeah,
bid
yeah,
for
yeah.
a match. Anyway, Cosmo literally walks by and is, fully in character, and someone's like, "Hey, Cosmo, go get us some tacos." And he's like, "How many?" without
He
saying
did it.
anything, and then brought back tacos for Brendan, the guy, one of our travel
I want to
folks.
show you guys. Someone tweeted, "Is
bird?
this is a Rosie at Spoonbill?" So
Oh, that's
that's
Kyle. That's Bird Kyle.
Oh, Bird Kyle. Yeah.
Shirt on there.
Holy
That's
cow.
why it's one of my
Wow.
favorites. So it has
That is
this,
gorgeous.
it
Her
has
bird
this
game
little-
is strong.
Is that a Pokemon?
Bird game is
It
strong.
has like this like beak that anyway, whatever.
That's an amazing Pokemon. What does that evolve into?
It
What does it evolve into?
It's not a Spearow.
Bird Kyle is a great guy, and he knows all the birds in the world. Now, do you listen to NPR at all?
I do. Yes.
Have you ever listened to Bird Note?
No, is that an entire podcast about birds?
It's a
Wait,
2-minute. It's like a 2-minute like little podcast every single day about birds.
It's actually just birds chirping at
It's
you.
called Bird Note. So what it does is they'll play the bird song, and then they'll tell a fact about that bird or story
That's
about
so
the bird.
good. That's so
Go
peak
to Bird-
NPR. Is
go
that
to
a
Bird
show?
Note.
It's about as NPR as it gets.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
cannot get any more.
Hey guys, I love the sarcasm level on this ESPN FC. Goal for Man City. Kolarov pulls one back, cutting the lead to 4-1.
That
What is it, like the 93rd minute?
Ouch. That's some shirt.
Let me ask you a question.
83.55.
If you don't want
They're coming back.
If you don't want to answer, that's fine.
Anytime.
But
It's
I have
all
a
good.
question for you.
Just say pass.
Yeah, just say pass if you don't want to. So it's interesting. So Les Dog, right, from
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Shout
has
out.
become
She's
a
great.
celebrity
I talked
in this
to her.
world.
Yeah.
Okay, so can you talk?
did?
Because that's an interesting, it's an interesting way. She went from like nothing, but then the playoffs happened, and all of a sudden,
It's not the playoffs. It's just that she happened to, like, literally, I was talking to her through this whole thing, and she's great. And it's not the playoffs. It's just that she happened literally to be watching soccer because I watch this unfold because I need to get a life and get off Twitter. But
hey, join the club.
She literally, I think, had a day off in some hotel, and she happened to turn on, I think it was a Man City game, and it was like Saturday morning, and of course she's like, oh my god, soccer, whatever, the players are hot, the managers are hot, okay, cool.
Yeah.
But that just happened to be the day before we had like 9 hours of playoffs, and
Right.
of course MLS Twitter to the rescue, like the people we are that are very dedicated. Everyone's like, well, if you like soccer, you should watch it
Watch this.
tomorrow.
Yes.
And so I tweeted that at her because I'm a nerd, and she noticed that I had like my avatar photo, which was me interviewing.
She's one of us.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Someone jump that, please.
yeah.
Oh my god.
yeah. You like soccer, but so I tweeted at her.
Yes.
So I tweeted at her, and she
We actually have all done that. Anyway,
yeah.
I don't mean to interrupt you, but like,
All the
I'm
time.
actually like, oh yeah.
It's
I did
really
it.
bad. Like, I'll talk to random people and like I don't even want to get into it. It's really sad. But
Is one of them Don Glover?
Anyway, moving on.
Moving on.
So that was the day, and I think she just happened to have like 2 days off in a row, and she tweeted back at me, and she was like, "Oh," because I was like, "Oh, if you like soccer, you should watch MLS. There's like whatever hours of it on tomorrow or whatever it was." And she actually followed me, so we DM'd a little bit, and everything after that was really of her own accord. Like, people think we paid her. Yeah, I mean, I wish we had thought of that, but we.
I'm
did
a
not.
marketing person, and I would absolutely have thought that you paid her.
No, yeah.
So if you didn't, then
no.
abso-fucking-lutely, that's
It
really
seems
good.
like it would be an influencer campaign, but I remember, she was sitting at home, and enough people tweeted at her, and someone with this fan in LA, I don't remember his name right now, but he was like, I recognize your cable service, you need to turn on channel 12,
Yes.
15 or whatever.
Yeah.
Literally to that extent, and she was bored, and she's like, okay, and
did
that's
it.
how this was all born.
I'm a creepy internet person. Channel 206.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like whatever channel.
Also,
that
and
is
she
so
literally
amazing.
turned it on. She had the day off, and she tweeted freaking 9
That's
hours
fantastic.
of MLS.
She did.
Amazing.
And actually, the Seattle thing, that came about because there's a guy, Tropic Sounder, on
Yeah.
He's watching the show right now.
from Florida. And I want to give him credit.
He says he
because-
loves you.
Oh,
LOL.
yay! Yes, I'm a big fan.
He's a Miami girl. He said, Miami girl, I love
Yeah.
Miami girl.
you.
I think he actually deserves credit for a lot of this, like Leslie Jones Seattle thing, because when she was talking about how hot players were, he tweeted her that magazine cover with
Oh,
Nelson
yeah.
Valdez and Tyrone Mears.
Zach Scott, right? Yeah.
Wasn't that when Zach Scott wanted a size 6 ball?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So she happened to see that, and then I think Tropic Sounder was like, well, conveniently, you can watch them play Sunday at whatever time. And ever since then, it's just been this love affair. And I love that she loves Jordan Morris. That's the part that I just...
That is so amazing.
It's
I know.
so
So
good.
amazing.
It's so... I just,
Jordy! She does that. She does
she
that.
tweeted
Yeah.
at him today. She was like, good luck, J-Mo Smooth. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I know.
So
I
it's
know.
not a paid thing.
No.
That's
I mean,
awesome.
and she made it through. There was like a Colorado game that was just a slog.
Yeah.
And she made it through that one too. And I was like, man, I'm getting paid to sit here, and I'm even getting a little.
Yeah.
This is getting challenging.
Yeah.
So,
Well, that was because of Timmy Howard. He's pretty cute. She may or may not have said that. I'm just saying, but not that I watched her tweets at all. But that's awesome. That's
so
cool.
it's completely organic,
God, that
and the
feels good.
thing.
The door
You just
opening?
open the door and it feels
Yeah,
really
it
nice.
But the thing
The
I love
temperature
about
just went
Colorado-
from like 87 to 40.
It was even
Like,
87, yeah. I think we have to say it in Celsius now, which I have no idea. So that was totally organic, and I actually just love that trajectory. That
So
it showed,
good.
you
Yeah.
see someone discovering the game in
Yes.
real time, and the fact that you go from seeing it on TV from whatever country, and you're like, oh man, I can
That's
actually
cool.
see this here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then interacting with fans and going to the point where she's following, watching, live tweeting about it.
Yeah.
And then she gets a jersey and takes it and puts it on SNL.
And
wow.
I had maybe a tiny hint that something was going to happen. So I stayed up and I was like, I'm going to sit here until the very end of the show and watch it and get that screen grab. And I did. So that was awesome.
Love it.
Yeah.
We thank you because I was able to go to bed a little earlier since we're Yes.
I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're getting towards the end here.
Okay.
We're gonna start wrapping up because
Man,
we
we
gotta
got
get
fun, man. This is fun.
I mean, one question I have.
Rest in peace, my dear.
Yeah, we're gonna. Will you join us again if you come to Seattle?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I really hope to be back in Seattle.
Good.
Yeah.
We buy beer and food.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. All good.
Or vodka
But
soda.
Or back to
Can I
Seattle.
owe something
Yes.
for this?
No, you don't.
And we talk
No.
about birds, soccer, books, everything. I mean, it's fun, man.
Okay.
Still here?
Yeah. He's still hanging out.
Cool. Okay.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah.
No, you don't owe anybody. This is on us. This is
Oh,
this is
yeah.
all on
Thank
us.
you.
Different thing.
Yeah, we appreciate you coming down, hanging
Thank
out,
you.
for sure.
Thank you for doing this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you for the list of podcasts.
Yeah, we did.
Oh,
at
yeah.
the beginning. We did at the
So,
beginning. You were
let
you
me-
were off doing something. I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Check it out, guys. Check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just again, there's a podcast list. I don't refresh it constantly because I don't have time, but I try to reboot it before like big holidays.
Yeah.
So I'll probably refresh it again before the New Year, Christmas, etc. break.
Nice.
So if you have a podcast that you want me to check out and put on the list, it's
After you check out SonarFeed.
Yes, podcasts plural
With the S.
at mlssoccer.com. Yeah.
How many video podcasts are there out there? Are there many?
You know, when I started putting the list together, I was trying to focus mostly on things that you could listen to
Yeah.
only.
Right.
But now there seem to be a few more video ones or podcasts with like a slightly different video presence. So
Yeah, okay.
Maybe I'll break it out. I don't know.
Okay, that's cool. Okay.
It's slowly increasing, but not in a
Yes.
huge number. Yeah.
So Hundy, as we call him, because
Yeah.
his nickname
What
is.
is it? Are you on Slack? What is this?
No, YouTube. We're on YouTube.
YouTube.
We're
We're
fucking
live streaming on YouTube.
Oh,
TT?
cool.
He's got to make it quick. He has a meeting in 10
All right.
minutes.
Got
He's
it.
Coming over.
Sweet.
You can stay.
Hundy.
Yes.
Hundy
We'll
is.
squeeze.
We'll just
We'll
roll
squeeze.
across the table.
Who will be the next expansion team? Do you think?
Oh.
And I know it's kind of a tough one, so feel free to do whatever you need to do.
Well,
but-
obviously the next one is Atlanta because they're already. That's my answer.
Sacro Tomato?
I deflect.
Damn.
And
that's-
after that, I think
Money.
it's the LAFC.
How about
She's
Man
really
U?
good at that.
Man U.
I mean, Minnesota United.
Way to go.
Oh,
Minnesota United, not Man U.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the next teams will be Atlanta and Minnesota, and then LAFC.
Okay.
Those are the
Way
those
to
are the
answer that question.
Yeah.
Probably
Yeah.
not.
There are
right?
a lot of good soccer markets. I honestly, I don't have any inside info.
No,
on
no, no.
that.
We're not
Yeah.
asking for that. We're asking. We don't ask. We don't try and go into that world. We try and ask like, what do you, where do you think? Like, where
I
where
don't
would you
know.
like to see the next team be?
I think this is honestly, I think any of the teams that are vying for one right now could support it. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, there's been a lot of like
Because
really
like
good
Indy's
markets.
kind of an interesting market. St. Louis is an interesting market.
Yeah.
Cincinnati's an interesting
Cincinnati's
market.
awesome. They're
San
killing
Antonio's
it.
an interesting
Yeah.
market. I mean, there's a lot of interesting markets that could like. There's got to be
Yeah.
this like we got to kind of take a breath for a minute, in my opinion, and
Mm-hmm.
kind of like absorb growth. In my personal
Good
opinion.
luck with that.
Well, I know,
Yeah.
but that's my personal opinion. But
That's because you don't have $200 million.
right, I don't even have $200.
I'm really excited for when Portland gets a team in the top flight. I think that's going to be amazing.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna like. I want to ask you guys from your
Yeah.
perspective, how does it feel for you guys to be here when Portland is not?
So here's
We literally don't care.
So my answer to
Yeah.
that question is,
I'm being serious, totally serious.
No, totally serious. So like we worry about two teams, us and us. Like literally, that's it. I mean, like I don't. No one else.
Like
I mean,
we
Really?
and not to be snide like
No,
ECS being snide.
No.
Literally, the first thing they did was started prank calling the Sounders office, tweeting at ECS, and the players were talking smack about Seattle. What I'm hopeful is that the Sounders will win tonight, and then we will continue not giving a shit
Last year, yeah.
about talking to Portland.
Yeah.
Like, good for them winning a championship.
We have friends down
You
there.
make the tournament and you win, amazing.
Yeah.
That the moment they manhandled Los Angeles, like you knew they were gonna make a run
Yeah.
at that moment.
Uh-huh.
Good for them
Yeah.
to come out of the tournament.
Absolutely.
But at the end of the day, we genuinely don't care.
yeah.
And it's weird because they do care. Like they want to talk about us the other direction, and we're just like, we're just gonna win and focus on that. Moving on. You know, it's really interesting. But it's actually like that's a beyond soccer thing. That is a city to city. So it's like I'm from the East Coast originally. It is Yankees Red Sox. It is that.
Yeah.
Very much so.
Like there's genuine like hatred for your city and
It's
your
people
sports.
Are you Yankees
And
or
you're,
Red
I'm a
Sox?
Yankees fan. Yeah.
Okay.
Hence the high five earlier.
Yeah.
So, do you have any other questions?
But that's I don't feel anything about the Mets. It's like it's fine.
Right, and that's
Yeah.
just it. That's where we are.
Yeah.
That's where we are. That's the same thing. That's where I am anyway.
Interesting.
Personally. That's where
But
I am.
anyway.
Anyway,
Any-
okay.
Do you have any other questions for us?
That
Okay.
no, that's my main one.
Okay.
Actually, yeah.
That's a good one. I
That
like
is a great one.
I like that one.
So if you guys, if the game goes your way tonight, you're not gonna like rub it in Portland's face or
Don't-
anything like
don't
that.
care.
No, I don't. Personally, I have a few friends. That I'm going to maybe like make comments to offline. But online, but that's more of a friendship that we
Yeah,
have.
yeah, yeah.
That's me ribbing this guy, like, you know, at 4 o'clock in the morning this morning when we couldn't sleep, right?
Or when
Uh-huh.
you're like,
Come on in, the water's warm.
Dos a Cero and all this.
Yeah, yeah, those are Sarah.
Can we get a photo before Taylor speaks?
Yeah.
Hi.
Hey, how are you?
Hi.
What's up, man?
What's up?
We good. Will you join us for a moment?
Sure, I got about
2 seconds?
2 minutes.
Let's
Okay.
do it.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Don't leave.
Yeah.
What?
Don't leave.
Okay.
Yeah, scoot over that way a little
Yeah.
bit.
Hi, Ariel. I work for the
MLS League. Okay, hold on. Go back to the other. Oh, sorry. Hold on. 1 second. 1 second. Okay, so we have a special guest here. Taylor Twellman joined us. We're live. We're live. We're live. Yeah.
You look good. It's fine.
You look awesome. You look great. With Ariel from MLS.
How
are you?
MLS.
Zoom out to get his whole head.
Well, that's impossible. The moose's head here.
How are you tonight?
Good. How are you guys?
We're great.
Super
we're doing a
excited.
live a podcast from Seattle.
Love it.
In Toronto.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
It does.
What do you think about tonight? I gotta go right to it.
I think this is a final that, if you're a non-Seattle Toronto fan,
Yep.
this is the best final we've had in a long, long time in the league.
So you think that being here in Toronto, Seattle-Toronto, would have been better than maybe Seattle-Montreal and Seattle?
Yeah, and listen, you guys know. I mean,
Yeah, no.
I've been on the record.
Yeah.
I think the final needs to be on grass.
Okay.
I think 65,000 plus in Seattle would have been epic.
Yeah.
It's not what I'm talking about.
No.
But the game and the spectacle of selling our game to teams that like to play.
Yep.
And even Seattle players, they will never tell you guys publicly.
Yeah.
If games on, they want to play at home, but
Sure.
they want a final on grass.
Right.
I think that makes tonight a little bit more extra special.
Well, and it's funny because we talked about this going into that game, and we all emotionally said we want a home game.
Naturally.
But rationally,
Yeah.
we said this is the better game for the league, for the market, for the growth of the sport.
Yeah,
in the
and
US.
you guys are one of the few fan bases that actually can say, you know what, fine, so what, we'll take it.
Yeah.
We want to be in a cup final.
Yeah.
Listen, Seattle would have been an epic atmosphere. I'm not naive enough to say that,
No.
but I just love the final on grass, two teams that like to play, two very good players
Yes.
in Javinko and Ladero.
Yeah.
I think it's a spectacle. This is going to be very tough to outdo.
I love it. I love it. Okay. Do you have a prediction? Who do you,
Well, I've predicted, I'm publicly on record, so I did SportsCenter this morning. Toronto's the favorite,
Okay.
as they rightfully should be. 17 goals in 5 games to set a record is absurd.
Yeah.
But everything Schmetzer has done and pushed buttons has left me at times a little dumbfounded, because Nelson Valdez, he's gotten the most out of it.
Yeah.
3 games, 4 games. So I wouldn't be shocked if Seattle surprises, but I am on record. I think Toronto wins MLS Cup because of, I'll say it, Ozzy Alonso. I've been here for 3 days. I've seen training. I've got my concerns on if
he's
Ozzy
100%.
Alonso at 100%. Now listen, Ozzy at 60%, you'd have to cut off his leg in order for him to play.
Right.
Which is
Yeah.
why I love the guy. and
Yep.
He'd be on my team in 2 seconds.
Yep.
But it still doesn't mean, knowing the injury that he has, it just takes a little tweak in game with how feisty he wants to be, goes into a tackle, comes out, and that leg hurts. I think this team, because I don't think Brad Evans is 100%
No, I
either.
don't even think so.
Yeah.
So that's the X factor, right?
Yeah.
So if Ozzy's not healthy and you got to make a sub, you can't really bring in Brad Evans.
and is Freeburg healthy still, or is he
I
out?
think Freeburg starts tonight. I don't know, but I think Freeburg
You
plays.
okay, over Alonso?
No, I think Alonso plays
Okay.
until the leg falls off.
Okay. But
And
then
hopefully for
Evans
you guys,
maybe-
that's
yeah.
at midnight.
Yeah, okay.
With a
Yeah.
champagne bottle, right? But I do think I think Freeburg, rolled in, and Alonso's the 3 in the mid.
That, and see, I think if Alonso starts, healthy, that puts us over the edge.
I think Alonso's
Without healthy. That's
I think Alonso and Roldan, and listen, and I know there's listeners that can't stand me and on Twitter and whatnot. It doesn't bother me. Roldan has not gotten enough respect for me.
Yeah.
Or enough recognition is the word. Respect, yes, but recognition in the sense that
Completely agree.
he's been phenomenal.
Yeah.
He's been so good in his second year to make jump from here to there.
Yeah.
I actually think he's a player that Bruce Arena's looking at. Bruce will be here tonight.
Oh, nice.
I think Roldan's a player that deserves the respect. But as I said to Jordan Morris jokingly, because Jordan's, an alumni of Stanford, my family went to Stanford, my brother went there, and I said, dude, coming from someone that's lost 4 MLS Cups, enjoy this, but make sure you win the effing game.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, it doesn't matter. And he laughed, and his dad was there, and they laughed, and everybody had a good laugh.
Yeah.
But that's why Christian's had a great year. You got to top it off with a win.
That's right. What are you doing tonight? Are you here to watch? Are you here
So,
no, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be
No,
rude.
dude, it's a great
serious
question.
I mean,
I'm asked that when I've got a microphone in front of me anyway. So, what is he really doing? Especially being on a
That's
Seattle
not what I
podcast. I am. This is the first MLS Cup that is not on ESPN Network.
that's
So, it is to my employer's credit. They have put me on SportsCenter. We're doing SportsCenter all day. We're doing post game. We've done interviews. I had a great interview. If you haven't seen it, go to ESPNFC.com with Brian Schmetzer. Phenomenal interview. He and I have really had some great conversations. Post game interview was a great interview in
cried.
Colorado.
I literally cried at the Colorado game. I literally cried at that game, at that interview you did with him.
Yeah,
in
it was.
Colorado.
He's been fun, and he's one where we've known each other, but he's the assistant coach. Now when he's up front, he's like, wow, some of these questions, I'm like, this is fun.
Yeah.
Like, and he gives real answers.
Yes.
I don't mean that as a dig to other people.
No.
But I can tell he gives me
Yes.
exactly what he's thinking.
Yep.
So I enjoy it. Another great one. So we did that. I did Jordan Morris yesterday, and Jordan's grown up immensely in 4 months.
Yep.
I have a huge amount of respect for a young professional to go through what he has done, take the heat of pressure. And I'm critical. There's Seattle fans that think I'm too critical of Jordan Morris not having a left foot. The reality is, Jordan Morris for the national team,
Yeah.
and even for the next stage, he has to have a left foot.
Yeah.
We
That's-
agree.
Yeah.
We
Right,
agree.
exactly.
We all agree.
But
Yeah.
I'm still going to sit there and applaud
Yep.
for how much he's grown as
Yeah.
an adult and a
Yeah.
man. And even on my interview with him yesterday, he's different than the interview I did with him before Portland in July.
Wow. Yeah.
He's grown up in front of me, so that's cool to see.
So I will say that I met you at the U.S. men's game pre-party at AO back in Seattle in
Panama.
2013.
Yes,
I'm not
Panama.
sure if you remember that.
Panama. I remember. Well, I've got concussions.
No.
What's your name?
Yeah.
I did.
Right back.
Hold on, the lights are going
there
out.
you go, there you go. But
It was getting.
Great timing.
I was one of those maybe critical of you before that. When I talked to you in person that night, you're one of those guys, once we meet you, we got 1 minute, we're gone. People, when they meet you and actually get a chance to talk to you, you are an incredibly intelligent, thoughtful man who has a very opinionated way of saying things.
That's my job,
And
though,
I know
right?
it is. I know it's right. But that's one of the things that I walked away from our conversation going, well, I was wrong. I was wrong about. I mean, just that I looked at it from a surface of, oh, he's calling us out, right? You know,
Yeah.
he's like, he hates us. You don't hate us.
No,
You
but I
just
have
an
thick
opinion.
skin as well, though, so I can't do this job 100%
Right.
if I can't take criticism.
Right.
I enjoy criticism. I live exactly.
You're an asshole.
I grew up. I was just gonna say I've lived in Boston for what 14, 15 years. I'm an asshole.
That's awesome.
So I get it.
Yeah.
So if you don't have an F word in front of saying hello to
Yeah.
me, you're probably not gonna be my friend.
So many.
I love it.
And Seattle fans are one of those fan bases that have always been critical of me, but it doesn't bother me.
Good.
In
Okay.
fairness, if they're not critical of me, that's probably means I'm not telling my honest opinion.
Yeah, that's a great point.
But the only thing I lose is when we're face to face. Guy, like, I'm a man. We can
Yeah.
have a conversation.
Right.
That's where social media, I think, has really gone overboard.
Yes.
Death threats, and I don't get death threats from Seattle, but you know what I'm saying.
I know you, yeah.
I said something about Liverpool,
Yeah.
and they literally knew the address of my sister and something else, and I was like, hold on here.
Yeah.
They're like, and
yeah,
death
yeah,
threat?
yeah, yeah.
I'm like, you guys. All I said was the right back of Liverpool wasn't good enough.
Yeah.
That's where this
Yeah.
thing gets
Yeah.
way out of
Okay,
order.
yeah.
But I like discussions, and I'll end it with this. The reason why soccer in 2016, then when I was playing, even in 06, and one of the things I really regret is not being able to play in front of you guys, play in front of Portland, play in front of Vancouver because my father talked about the Pacific Northwest like it was nothing ever he's seen. That's one of my regrets. I would have loved to have scored a goal in front of you guys and the place going quiet. I would have loved that.
Yeah.
I also would have loved playing there.
Yeah.
But everyone's more educated,
Yeah.
way more
Yes.
educated, way more informed.
Yeah.
So when I have a microphone in front of me, I can't BS anymore.
Yeah.
And I think you could BS in the past. And MLS is going through this growing pains.
Yep.
And a part of this is Toronto coming into our league
Yep.
in 2007. You guys coming into the league. It's pushed the needle. And I mean that when I tweet that.
Yep.
I'm not just talking about on the field and spending money. I'm
Right.
talking about the fan bases having real, educated football, soccer discussions.
Yep.
I think 10 years down the road, this is going to be insane because I remember in 06 saying, well, I don't know where this league's going. Here we are with us 5 under a moose chimney, right?
Yep.
And we're talking about the sport,
Right.
and we're in Toronto. We're
Yeah.
in 2010, guys.
And we're live streaming
no
around
one
the
knew,
world, et cetera.
Right.
Yeah.
No one
Yes.
knew MLS Cup was here.
No.
I know it was
No.
Colorado, Dallas. Everywhere I've gone from Wednesday night on
Yeah.
is talking about the game.
Yeah.
That's a credit to the fan,
Yes.
more so than the players, because the fan is more educated, they're more aware, and you can't BS them. And I think it's made my job actually more fun. Because
awesome.
then I could be off the cuff.
I love it.
Then I could actually say my opinion. I gotta get out of here.
That's awesome. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you so much. Thank you
Good
so
luck
much.
tonight.
Thank you.
Where are you guys after the game?
We don't know yet.
Probably here.
Probably here though.
Probably here.
Yeah.
Downstairs.
In the chimney?
Downstairs.
Okay,
Antler room.
downstairs.
Yeah.
See you guys.
Thank you, Taylor.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Sorry. Hey, thank you for being a good sport. Thank you. Okay. You want the remote real quick? We'll finish up.
Oh, yeah.
Remote.
Remote microphone.
Should we be done?
Yes, please.
Yeah, one more.
We could do this all day,
Oh,
but
okay.
I think all in, you brought some serious heat, both in your
Yes.
answers to questions and
Yes.
just the
I
discussion.
can't believe we talked about the Rosie.
No, really, I think it was
Yes.
fantastic. We had
Oh, okay.
birds,
Welcome to
and we had
Sonar.
soccer,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and we had TT.
Yeah.
I think this was super fun.
Yeah,
amazing.
super
Kind of
fun.
our
Thanks
show.
for
Yeah,
having me.
Always
thank
do
you.
weird like
Yeah.
that. So thank
Yeah.
you.
That's great. I love weird.
Hopefully we'll see you again.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Anything
sure.
we can do to help promote, voice, whatever.
Yes,
Oh,
your
cool.
blogs,
Yeah.
anything. Just
But
All right.
let us know.
Cool.
For sure.
thank you so
Thanks
much.
Yeah,
again.
thank you.
We
All
love
right,
you.
are we
Thank
signing
you.
off?
Yeah.
now?
sign it
Yeah.
off. Bye, boys.
Bye, everybody.
YouTube.
Go Sounders.
Okay.
2-1 Sounders.
3-1 Sounders.
2-1.
I don't have a prediction. Bye.
Renton ahead of the curve.